Eureka.
We make plays every day, yeah. 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 Hit 'em with the run pass option. I run shit or I shred from the pocket. I'm always shopping, I'm always copping, and always pray I'm falling like leaves an item. Hey, what could I say? I make plays every day. Catch me with a thick one, make her pay what she weigh. And then some. Welcome to my kingdom. Really in the field, never got my feet up. Go hard, push a hard line. Yeah, been around, peep the archives. Yeah. Off top, it's a long grind. You don't need a watch to see that it's our time, yeah. I'm counting chips, finna take the chip. You counterfeits, better pay attention. I'm about to check, catch me in my bag. Sunday to Sunday, living that. We make plays every day, yeah. 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 We make plays every day, yeah.
Could be one sitting in the pocket. I like to dip and dunk, but I rock it. Money, money, money is the topic. Win, win, win. It's the only
Gang.
Gang in the building.
Woo. What it do?
Playmakers assemble. Hit me with another one of them spinning woo wops.
Yeah. Spin it, Ruth.
Yeah.
Playmakers assemble.
Playmakers assemble. We are back, baby.
Come on now.
Another Wednesday night.
Yes, and you already recognized the Savage panel for all you playmakers out there, and we have the triumphant return of our man Spencer Guru. What's happening?
Guru Nation.
Yo, what's happening, y'all? Yeah, I'm excited to be back here. Consensus rankings, y'all, for the Guru Nation and everyone else out there rocking with us. So, yeah, we're going to start it off. QBs, and we'll get to running backs, wide receivers, tight ends. It's time to turn the page, y'all. Dynasty season was a lot of fun, but we're ready for redraft late May or about to be early June. So, yeah, we got to get back in the gym for redraft. So, yeah, we're excited to get this thing going.
Impressive.
Yeah. Nice tan, by the way.
Yeah. Hey, man, I've been out in the field. Been out in the field, you know. So we it wasn't even, you know,
it's a big ovation. Yeah, he's out.
Yeah.
Use the baby oil. Pause.
Whoa.
The Chargers suck. That's it.
That's a big pause in the butt.
I see you, Guru.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm excited.
You picking the wrong time to throw the shots.
We got Brandon up in the chat. Shout out to Brandon breaking the news here. Rest in peace to Jim Irsay. Y'all passed away today. And
we're gonna raise our glasses and man, rest in peace to Jim Irsay, 65 years young. You know what I mean? Man, he has a hell of a legacy. You know what I mean? That's a dude you would want to party with. You know what I mean? That dude. Yeah, that's a dude that'd be like, "Hey man, let's get us off on the private jet, man. And where we going, man? Let's go to Australia and see Bono, man." You know what I mean? Like,
God,
he's just one of those cool dudes, man. And just very eccentric, rich. You know what I mean? Like, there's rich people. Then there's people that like he'd be playing the guitar. Hey man, you like this guitar, man? Got it at an auction.
Played in the band.
It's John Lennon's guitar. How much you pay for it? Man,
that's crazy, bro.
He
definitely was
one of the
one of one.
Yeah, he was one of his dad. His dad gave him the GM role, so he's the one that traded for Eric Dickerson when Eric Dickerson played for the Colts, and then he drafted Peyton Manning as the GM.
Let's go.
Him and Bill Polian.
Yeah, he got him on, and they got him on in 2006. over the Bears.
The Bears, yeah.
With the Bears.
That's the Devin Hester opening kickoff return game.
Return for a TD. I remember that one. I was in a basement drinking a keg, and I had to walk home later that night. It was like a 6-mile walk.
Oh, that's the
big bro.
worst. That's
what you call walking it up.
Yeah, you'll definitely be sober when you get home.
Miles.
Definitely was.
One day I was watching the Super Bowl, and me and my buddies, we was down in the basement, and I decided to get that keg, and I had to walk 6 miles home in the snow. Wasn't no cars on the streets, wasn't no street lights out, son. I'm not telling you because you know what I mean, but just
back in my day, we didn't even have streets.
Basically the way it went. My homie was like, "Oh, I'll be right back." He was gonna go make an allegedly run, and he never came back.
Was he safe?
He kept all the allegedly for himself.
Yeah, he was fine. I talked to him later, but yeah,
he wanted to hog it.
Yeah, he disappeared.
We got some more homies up in the chat. We've got, y'all know him as Papa Guru. And,
what it do?
Papa Guru,
up in baseball.
Yeah, he loves his baseball. St. Louis Cardinals all the way.
Let's go.
That's right. That's right.
Cardinals actually exceeded expectations this year, gotta see. And we've also got Scott up in here. What up, Scott?
What up, Scott?
Yes, sir.
And
hey.
one of the OG
King
playmakers, King
D in the building.
What's up,
LBC stand up.
Shout out. Appreciate y'all tuning in to the Playmakers on a Wednesday night, doing our consensus ranking premiere show.
100%, man.
Yeah, facts.
We kick it off, Spencer Guru.
Yeah. Let's kick it off. I got the ranking sheet ready to go. We're gonna kick this thing off with QBs, and I just gotta say, not gonna. Oh, go play that joint, Peacock.
That was good. It was just a time to play the game.
Play the game.
Lemmy.
Just enough.
All right, y'all. So we're just gonna kick this thing off here. Got a little sheet here, and I'm just gonna make it simple for y'all and go with last year's number one finisher as this year's number one, Lamar Jackson. I mean, this dude just got it done week in and week out last year. In my humble opinion, got robbed of the MVP. I know Josh had a great year, Josh Allen, but man, Lamar just statistically, he was number one, and he was the number one fantasy finisher. And I don't really see that changing this year. If anything, he might be even better with. I know Nuke Hopkins ain't what he used to be, but he's another weapon they added, and got the two tight end tandem still going strong.
Second or third best weapon.
Exactly. Oh, probably lower than that. He's probably their fifth best weapon behind Bateman, Likely, Andrews, and Zay Flowers. So that just goes to show they've got weaponry over there. And then we can't forget about the King Henry, bro, Derrick Henry. And the King took a lot of the touchdowns from Lamar last year. He's the big back, obviously. But I think Lamar might score a few more rushing tugs this year. So it's going to be close with him, Josh Allen, the kid Jaden Daniels. Might have to throw Jalen Hurts in there now that they didn't ban the tush push. But, Lamar to me is still number one. Unless y'all have any counter arguments.
It's still the Stallion for me.
Still a Stallion for you. All right.
Yeah, I would say a Stallion too.
Here's the nitpick that I have is just that the Stallion, he's either been one or two, number one, QB1 or number two overall since 2020. And he gets those rushing touchdowns down there on the goal line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. He is a little safer bet.
The reason why Henry hits so much is because year in and year out, they have a lot of rushing touchdowns for the running backs within the 5 yard. So like when you had like last year, our case for Derrick Henry hitting for a 20-piece McNugget was the fact that Gus Edwards the year before that had like 13 rushing tugs. You know what I mean? And 11 out of the 13 were from within the 5 yard line. So Lamar, he gets rushing touchdowns, but they're from, they're not from within the 5 yard line. You know what I mean? Which is smart. Don't put your guy in risk, right? So that's my only nitpick why I'm always going to have the Stallion. Plus, like the arm on the Stallion, it's just way more trusty.
Let me ask you this.
I'm going to agree with you, Spencer, about Lamar getting robbed last year for the MVP. 4,100 yards, 41 to 4 TD INT ratio, bro. Almost 1,000 yards on the ground. And then what the thing is with the rushing, and I'm looking at it right now. Lamar had 139 attempts, and Josh had
almost 140 rush attempts,
and Josh had 102. And so Lamar, so with them 37 different, the difference between the 37 attempts was almost 500 yards, bro. So Lamar had a 5,000 yard season, even though Josh Allen had 12 rushing TDs. Lamar only had 4, but he had almost 400 yards more on the ground than him. On top of the big hole, the big gap in the TD to INT ratio, on top of throwing 400 more yards than Josh Allen, bro, that boy got robbed. And for him to have that type of season like he did, we never expected Lamar to have that type of season, a 5,000 wow season, especially a 4,100. Passing yards for sure, bro. It's like Lamar. It's like we always thought we seen where his ceiling can be. But when you see this shit right here, it's like the ceiling is the roof, bro. 100%.
How many yards did he pass for last year?
4,100.
Wow,
he threw 41 TDs.
41 TDs on my mama, and Josh Allen only threw for 3,700 yards, bro.
Yeah, Josh Allen did miss
corrected
the last game of the year, but yeah, it's one of those things where I just feel like I think Lamar's going to stay up there because it's still Todd Monken is OC, and he's a pass-heavy motherfucker. Like Joe Brady with Josh Allen. I mean, we know what Josh Allen can do, but it's like with Joe Brady, Brady is kind of scaled back Allen's pass attempt somewhat. I mean, yeah, Allen's still great on the ground. He's still an elite QB1, but he doesn't have quite the passing ceiling. It doesn't seem with Joe Brady. But yeah, I mean, he's the goal line back, so.
I love that you said that because 316 to 307 in the completions, and then 474 to 483 in the attempts between both of them. So they damn near had the same type of opportunities in the passing game. This dude, he blew him out the water by 400 yards and by 13 fucking TDs. If I'm doing the math, and then only 4 fucking picks. Like, this dude had a hell of a fucking season last year, bro, and we don't even know if that's his ceiling.
Dang, that's crazy. So even the
the only catch there is that Allen. I looked at it the other day. Allen, he started 17 games, but the 17th he only played like 1 series because they like right after that. We clinched the 2 seed. So the stats are a tad deceiving. But even with that 17th game factored in, Lamar is still ahead of him in both passing yards.
He could have thrown for 500 that game.
So you're right, JD. Statistically speaking, Lamar blew him out the water last year. I mean, the numbers don't lie.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that.
So I feel like maybe Allen could catch up to him this year, but I'm not confident enough in that to put him over Lamar. To me, Lamar did enough more than Allen last year to remain the number 1 QB.
And that's because of the Henry factor.
Defenses have to respect the King Henry. That's why the other day on the show when y'all saying about early Super Bowl predictions, bro, I think Baltimore can go all the way. King Henry is not slowing down anytime soon.
Do they play the Super Bowl in the regular season?
I mean, it is another thing. Lamar, I know he's had his share of postseason issues, but I think this might be the year he shows up, especially with the King Henry, as JD, like I say, the winter backs. You have his winter back there and the King Derrick Henry. So, I mean, it's one of them deals to where
for me on this one,
fantasy here, not to get off too much of a tangent. So I'm guessing we can just throw Josh Allen at number 2.
I was going to say, go ahead and reveal Josh Allen at number 2, because for me, it's also splitting hairs. I do like the consistency, like Bogart mentioned, of Josh Allen finishing 1 or 2, or I think the worst he finished was like 4 within the last 4 or 5 years. Yeah. So you're definitely getting a top 4 quarterback with that. Lamar over the last 2 seasons really good, and then we saw him, like you mentioned, did kind of blow out Josh Allen passing wise. We're surprised to see that from somebody who was once considered a running back at the quarterback position. So kudos and good job to Lamar and himself and his mom for being their own agent and reworking another extension, I believe, as well. So for redraft purposes, I do like the team that I have a little more confidence in. I think it would be the Ravens. And so I probably would just do that dynasty purposes. I think I'd still lean Josh Allen and just the consistency. But if I'm going to go redraft and take a quarterback at some point in the draft, I'd probably still lean Lamar over Josh Allen in certain situations. Just depends, because I do like the running attack. I do like the way that opened up things up for Lamar passing wise. And now if defenses overcompensate to King Henry, guess what's going to happen? Lamar's going to be able to pull the rock and take that, option in for those touchdowns. And that we're going to see that positive regression in the touchdown category. So I still think that he'll be up there in the top, and these guys are going to battle it out for that MVP conversation quite often for the next couple of years. So I do think that Lamar has the capability to maintain the number one spot. But for redraft purposes, I guess I would tend to lean with Lamar. Dynasty, for sure, though, I'm pulling the trigger with Josh Allen first.
Fact.
Talk about it.
For sure. Yeah, I mean,
you got anything here?
I agree with number 2 right there. Yeah, Josh Allen, easy all day.
Who you got? Let's see. We'll let Ear kick it off here. Number 3, who you got? I see Albert.
I'm gonna go with Joe Burrow.
I love
that.
That's nice.
The Mighty Joe Young. Yeah, Albert saying Hurts or
Joe Young.
Daniels, but Mighty Joe Young. I mean, that's actually who I had at QB3 was the Mighty Joe Young, Joe Burrow. So I'm gonna pencil him in here at QB3 because man, the Mighty Joe Young, bro, they locked up both Higgins and Chase. And I mean, the Mighty Joe Young, bro, he's the best passer in the NFL
I think he's got
now.
something to prove this year.
He's the Aaron. He's the modern day Aaron Rodgers as a passer.
Mm-hmm. Or Drew Brees, he's the guy that could get to 5,000, bro.
Yeah, I was just
I mean, the defense isn't that great. He's got something to prove. So.
He's a Dan Marino motherfucker. He's a pure.
He has more Dan Marino skills
passer.
Because Rodgers is like a 4,000, 4,200 type of guy. But
I say Burrow's more like Marino or Drew Brees. He's gonna be the guy that's leading the league in passing yards.
Like Joe Burrow can throw for 5,000 and only have like 530 something pass attempts. He has that type of efficiency.
Yeah, he was close to it last year. He threw for 49-18.
Yeah, he was pretty damn close last year.
How many pass attempts did he have?
He had a hell of a lot, 652.
Okay.
Yeah,
wow. He was really
his TD interception ratio was terrific.
And volume is king in fantasy. I mean, we all know that. So.
And like Peacock said, the INT ratio was damn good, bro.
43-9.
A couple years ago, Brady was the last person to throw for 5,000. And I think he did it in 700 attempts, if I remember correctly. And then there's, not to mention Justin Herbert before that. Excuse me. And I think he had almost 700 attempts, if I remember correctly as well. So, yeah, we like this. Anything over 600 is key, right? And then to be good like a Joe Burrow. You feel me?
Yeah, that also speaks to your shares of Chase Brown with 600 attempts, 650 attempts, 100%. That means everybody is getting looks.
Yeah.
They got T and Chase over there. They signed Get Sicky with it.
The best gritty. The best there is. Yes, sir. I don't care what nobody says, bro. We can argue it all day. For real.
He's the best gritty in the world.
Yeah, he's on the skis gritty. That boy,
I don't know if it's cringe or just
it's everything,
so
bro.
Bad that it's
passion, bro. I can respect it, man. He's got that passion behind it.
It's so bad that it's my favorite.
Okay, I got something.
Jameis Winston. It's like
his
sir, I got something for you. So I know you don't fuck with. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I know you fuck with the NASCAR, but the IndyCar series that was in Miami, they had Jettis out there, and the guy
fuck with them too. Yeah.
Okay, talk about it then. So the guy that won the motherfucking that race out there in Miami, Jettis told him, if I win, I'm gonna do the gritty, and bruh did like a millimeter of a second of the gritty. This shit is the most hilarious shit there is, bro. And this was just a couple weeks ago, too, bro. Oh my mama, that shit.
Oh shit, probably the boy. What's the Alex Palou? Oh no, that's probably Formula One. If it was in Miami, that's Formula One.
Oh, it was the Grand Prix in Miami.
Yeah, open
yeah, that's Formula One. Yeah.
Oh my mama. Yep. Yeah, it was just a couple weeks ago. They had to race out there, and Brad tried to hit it, and he completely just stopped because he embarrassed.
One got like a little bit of a research.
Who won there? The boy from Australia won, and it looks like Oscar Piastri.
Oscar from down under.
Oscar, yeah, from down under. We're not familiar with the gritty down here. Show me the way.
What's Brad's name?
Oscar. Piastri, Piastri.
There's only one Oscar.
Piastri. Oscar Piastri.
The Grouch. Oscar the Grouch.
Oscar the Grouch.
He just got a trash barrel
from Australia.
Yeah. So yeah, I think we can all. The Mighty Joe Young seems to be a solid 3. Who we got at 4, fellas?
I mean, for the rushing and like,
I would say Hurts.
We are projecting.
There you go, right here,
Jaden Daniels.
Or okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say the kid Jaden Daniels or Jalen Hurts.
I was gonna
Hurts
go
or Daniels
Hurts,
there. Yeah,
Daniels.
it's either or. To be
Yeah, it seems like the consensus is Daniels.
Can y'all
see Jalen Hurts?
Watch it, bro. Watch it. Watch it. Look at him.
Oh, he's like, never mind. He like stepped backwards.
He said, "Psych."
He didn't even. He didn't commit to the bit. He didn't commit. He got in his head and he gave up. He didn't commit.
Yeah,
to the
he had.
You know what? He probably realized that this is going to go down in history, and he doesn't want to like the Giants when they first won the World Series. That motherfucker starts hitting the Gundam style. You know what I'm talking about? He starts doing that shit.
I forgot about that. That was big in like the early 2010s when I was in middle school. That was the shit,
struck out the dude, and then the Giants win the World Series. He's on the mound hitting that Gundam style. Woo, woo, woo,
My nephew when he was a kid was all about that.
And like I'm like, yo, you're gonna be like showing your grandkids, and what was Grandpa doing? It was a popular K-pop song.
He was doing it.
From Gundam style.
That song was such a hit. It's crazy.
You'll never live that down. I feel like that's what he felt like. Like, all right,
man, the Giants, bro. Those days were rough for me as a Cardinals fan, bro. The Giants, y'all would always have our number, bro. Like every time we'd meet in the NLCS, we couldn't get y'all, bro.
Oh yeah,
we'd have had a dynasty if it wasn't for the fucking Giants, man. Them like. It was a Tim Lincecum, Matt Cain, Madison Bumgarner, and then Fear the Beard is the closer, Brian Wilson.
I got really drunk at a San Jose Giants game, right? And Lincecum, he threw like a no hitter, and then like a couple years later when he was actually with the San Francisco Giants, it was like, oh yeah, and then like he's my cousin, he's half Filipino, so it was like it was definitely dope watching him. And I remember that one game because we happened to be there. Just getting faded. So it was like $2 beers and shit.
Oh yeah, minor league games, you can get faded quick. They want to get butts in the seats and they let you get fucked up. If you show up, you can get fucked up.
Yeah, because they need to draw people in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they need to draw people in. Exactly.
$1 hot dogs, $2 beers. What
was the thing? They had a thing. I think it was
stand in line for the hot dogs and just eat one.
10-cent beer night.
And buy another one.
Because they limited.
I think it was in Cleveland like 50 years ago. They did an Indians game there. Now the Guardians. 10-cent beer night, I think it was.
Oh, 10-cent beer.
People got fucking wasted,
out there with their
bro.
change buckets, huh? The 5-gallon jug with the change.
Hey, that's for you.
You're right. Yeah, what was it? Yeah, 10-cent beer night. Yeah, that's
what kind of beer was
in the stadium.
10-cent beer night, bro. June 4th, 1974.
Bring your pennies, man.
Damn near fell over 50 years ago. That is crazy.
10-cent beer.
10-cent beer.
Right. But see, that probably, I mean, I guess to the market, right? That's probably like $2, right? Like probably equivalent to $2.
Probably so. Now, yeah.
Oh, back then.
They stole all the bases and they would never return.
Like it's Budweiser.
The fans stole all the bases.
It's not Budweiser. It's a.
It's Liquidweiser.
Bloodweiser.
This is wild. 9 fans arrested, charged with disorderly conduct. Oh my God.
He said, I wanted 8 beers. Where's my change for my $1?
26.
Here's my dime bag. How many?
That's crazy. It was against the Texas Rangers. They didn't even finish the game.
That's all I came with. That's all I was coming with was change in my pocket. I wasn't breaking no bills. It was
$20
every time.
Listen, I got you. I got this round, y'all.
Come on now.
That's what you call a cheap date.
Hey, listen.
Bring $2 in quarters and buy everybody a fucking beer, bro. Oh,
my friends.
Hey, this is the bogey move. When I used to go out, I'll go out with all the homies. And when you hit the bar, if we're not getting a bottle, we're gonna go round for round, right? So I always get the
Dirty
first
buzz.
round. I got it.
Sure.
Boom, set this thing off. Bang, right? Because then I'm the motherfucker who's now carefully, systematically, hey, you up next, bruh?
Yeah, get your round out the way so you can be like, yeah, it's on you.
Hey, you up next, bruh? Okay, let's go. And then now they're with me. Yeah, you're hey, Spencer, you up next, bro? You know, yeah, that's right. Spencer is next. You know what I mean?
Yeah, then whoever goes last gets shit
There's always
on.
one of the homies. He's in the crowd dancing and shit. He's trying to curve his round.
Nah,
You just show up when it's someone else's round.
nah. Yeah, as if he's like hitting on the women.
That's why the first round.
Just take my card. But
Right?
anyway,
He's busy with a thing. You know what I mean?
Be busy with a thing. Just give him your card. And the homies, they're gonna run that tab up. Go get the Grey Goose on this round. But I think number 5. I mean, we talk about Hurts. I'm thinking Jalen Hurts, the tush push specialist, to be here at number 5.
He's like a lock for 10 touchdowns with the tush push alone, huh?
Yeah, he had like 14.
Exactly, yeah.
But the yardage,
exactly.
His efficiency has only gotten higher, but his yardage has gotten lower in passing. But it's like it's because he's getting more efficient now with this run game. I feel like that, you know what I mean, that it alleviates the necessity. Plus, that defense is so good. It alleviates the necessity to throwing a lot because they're just in these games winning.
I was say, well, like spoiler alert, I don't think Barkley is going to have as many, long breakaway TDs, as he did this last season where he was just able to, I think he had like.
I'm with you. I hated on him last year. I'm gonna hate on him this year. Fuck him.
The stats are crazy.
For everyone that has
one
Saquon,
season, I think in one season,
y'all.
he was
and
able
Saquon had like 345 touches. I mean, 345 attempts, bro.
He had quite a bit.
With 33 receptions. So you got damn near almost a 400 touch season. 100%.
Who was the last person to run 2,000?
Was it
CJ2K?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry?
What happened to Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry, Saquon. I think Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson did it.
Adrian Peterson is the unicorn because he went down with an ACL that came back the next year, ran for 2,000. Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that was 2012. CJ2K was 20.
Yeah, okay.
Who was 2008, I meant to say. Jamal Lewis did it in 2003.
Who? Jamal Lewis?
Who else?
Yeah, for the Ravens.
Yeah, Jamal Lewis. Yeah, the last few was these were the last 5 to do it. The last 5 to do it was Saquon last year, the King Henry in 2020, AP in 2012, CJ2K in 2009, and then Jamal Lewis in 2003. Those are the only guys that have done it since Y2K. Okay. Yeah, to run for 2,000 or more. The only other ones prior to them was Terrell Davis in 98. Barry Sanders in 97, Eric Dickerson in 84, and then the OG Juice OJ Simpson in 73.
Okay,
12 games.
Let's start with 12 Davis.
Games.
OJ did it in like 12 or 14
That's what
games.
I'm saying. Yeah, his was really impressive.
Show me the Terrell Davis the following year. What was his stats the following year? Let's go back to Terrell.
Okay. Yeah, I know he had like a 4-year run and he just like fell off a cliff.
What was them for after 2000? Like right after.
Yeah, I know Adrian Peterson
in 2003 and 16
games. 2 more good years. Yeah, Terrell Davis, life after 2000 was brutal for him. He never played more than 8 games in a season after that. The year after 2000, he only ran
he never came back the same
in 4 games. Yeah, no, he never came back the same, bro. Let's hope that isn't Saquon.
Who's the next one up?
That would be a disaster. After Jamal Lewis.
Jamal Lewis, yeah.
Well, Jamal Lewis, right after
he went on to have some more good seasons after his 2000.
But what about the immediate season right after?
I think he was really good back to back. I'm about to pull it up. It's kind of lagging here.
Because this is why I'm asking, right? Is because Henry is still Henry. He ran for 2,000.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Henry is still
himself. He's still good. I just wanted to see like what's the pattern. If there's a pattern.
Jamal Lewis the next season. He missed a few games, only played 12 games, but still ran for 1,000. 1,000.
Okay, so he definitely went. He definitely got chopped
fell off a cliff. But yeah, he did get chopped down. His yards per carry dropped by a whole yard from 5.3 to 4.3.
Okay.
So yeah, he wasn't as efficient.
Adrian Peterson, the 2013 year. I think that was that a bust year for him after the 2012.
Let's say the CJ2K.
Oh, that's the next one.
CJ2K.
Holy shit!
God damn.
Hey, I love it when Lee smashes.
Oh yeah, Larry Bird's on the
Pacers. Fucking just got a buzzer beater and one beat the fucking Knicks.
They call it
amazing.
Good. I don't want the Knicks.
It says it's
CJ2K.
It says it's a 2.
CJ2K.
125, foot on the line.
Oh, it's like the shit with KD a few years ago. Foot on the line.
He do the Reggie Miller
CJ2K was pretty good the next year. Again, though, his efficiency dropped. I think that's the key. It's like Saquon. I mean, I think he'll still be good, but his efficiency is gonna drop. Like, there's no doubt. Like, when you come off a 2,000-yard season, like that's a lot of wear and tear on your body. Let's see Adrian Peterson though, because I mean he's a fucking
look at their
freak
touches.
of nature.
Like I said, Saquon had 343 on the fucking rushing attempts and 30-something receptions. So he had 370 damn near touches. 345 attempts and 33 receptions. So 340. What is it? 370.
Yeah, on the overtime that NBA game. Like, go ahead, JD. My bad.
340 what?
Huh?
How many rush attempts? 340 what?
345 and 33 receptions.
Okay, so 378 total touches. Damn.
Yeah, okay. Peterson's efficiency dropped 2 the next season. Let's see Derrick Henry. Peterson dropped from 6 a carry to 4.6
the next year. Remember that was the 2021 was.
Oh, he did.
And ironically,
oh man,
yeah, that was when they brought in
after
Adrian
2000
to the Titans. Remember that?
Yeah. He died halfway through. Yep.
That was the year they were the #1 seed in the AFC. It's crazy.
Damn. Okay, well, we'll get more to that when we get to running backs. Maybe we won't have Saquon #1, but
and that was
all right, y'all.
And that Bogard off derailed was brought to you by NeonPeacockMerch.com.
Yeah, that's what's up. We'll
40% off everything and $13 tees, y'all. Take advantage of that sale. I know I'm gonna have to go over to the site after the show and see what they got on there. I know there's a lot of new sick merch, so yeah. Check it out.
Awesome. Yeah, we're at the halfway point. Let's go ahead and take a 1-minute stretch your legs, and we'll come back with the second half of our top 12 QBs for the 2025 redraft here on our consensus ranking show, the Real Fantasy Playmakers, baby. Yes, sir. Make sure you're checking out that website. 40% off the entire website. $13 tees, $18 front and back t-shirts. I think there's like $10 mugs. Like, go check everything out. There's trucker hats. Everything slashed down to 40%. That's basically half off. So check out neonpeacockmerch.com. Appreciate everybody. Back to our top 12 quarterbacks for the redraft of 2025.
Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. This is where it gets tricky. You know, the top 5 were pretty obvious, I feel like. So let's get into number 6. I feel like we can go a lot of different directions here. Well, Peacock, who you got? Who are you going to nominate for 6?
Let me take a quick look. All right, I guess just because he's kind of been a forgotten name here, but somebody you could probably get towards the the middle once the quarterbacks. You can probably wait a bit, but he still has some weapons who should hopefully be returning for a full season this time around, and that's Mr. Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs, who I would like to nominate right here. We have somebody like, I know there's not the rushing upside like it used to be, but it's a team that wins a lot of football games. The offense had slowed down a little bit, but you had Isaiah Pacheco, who was out. You had Rashee Rice, who went out early. No thanks to Patrick Mahomes himself, who basically took him out with a crazy hit on an interception.
Give yourself a pat on the back.
Yeah. So that messed up my redraft teams a lot last year. I had both of those players, Rashee Rice and Pacheco, both go down in a lot of places. But I think with those two guys back in the offense for a full season, things would have gotten they would have had more scoring opportunities. There was a decline of Kelsey, but then you also had the addition of Hollywood Brown. And then they drafted a new speedy guy in Jalen Royals. Plus you have Xavier Worthy now, who kind of was a little bit of a nice surprise for fantasy football last season as well. So I think with a full cast of characters and everybody staying healthy, that you might see the prominent return of Patrick Mahomes, which would be good enough for quarterback 6 in redraft, I think.
Yeah, I ain't mad
I
at
can't argue with that too much. Yeah, I know Bogey's not a big Mahomes fan. Are you? You have any rebuttal to this?
Mahomes.
Oh, you're on mute, Bogart. Bogey, we can't hear you.
Really hear you. You need to turn your mic back up, bro.
Oh, I hit the wrong knob up. There you go. There I am.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so you know what? I do hate Patrick Mahomes because he beat us twice in the Super Bowl. Fuck him.
Bro, I was at the game where they got
It
the
is
Texans.
okay.
For fantasy, I think this is the year that he should be the value, and I think he can finish 6 or better because we're only 2 years removed from the MVP year. Not to mention, what they've been doing stopped working last year. This, slow, methodical dink and dunk and run the ball with a committee.
Yeah, defense is called.
The rock.
They'll probably shift back to their old way.
Airing it out. What was it? How many times out of last season? 10, 11 games out of just one possession?
Yeah, that's not good.
Carolina.
They're gonna have to change it up.
They took them overtime to put away Baker and them. They lost less than a possession to. They beat Carolina, lost less than a possession. Broncos, they almost beat them. They're about to kick the field goal for the win, and then they fucking blocked it like they knew the play, which side to block.
Yeah, they got so lucky last year. They had so many games go their way. It's crazy.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean they got Rashi. He should be back. Hollywood Brown, Xavier Worthy, Royals, Kelsey, even though he's old, should still be pretty good. Noah Gray's not bad.
I told you guys Taylor Swift had a bad box. Look at the decline.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is they've got weaponry, so I think it's one of those deals to where they're gonna air it out more, and he's got the pieces to do it. I think the main question is, can Rashee Rice stay healthy and avoid a suspension? But it appears as of now that he will. Coming. So I think he's in the clear. So.
Yeah, the latest blurb I think from like a month ago was Mahomes talking about having the core group of receivers back after a lot of turnover the last couple of years. So having those guys back, I think, and just having some continuity, and consistency. It would help. And then the other part of the blurb is that he wants more of those explosive passing plays back, because they were, I think the
Xavier Worthy, baby.
Yeah, the offense was ranked 27th in 20+ yard plays last year, so that's not not necessarily what they're looking for. The style I think they're going to try to continue to win with, because like you said, they got real lucky. A lot of those went their way. I don't think they're going to get a lot of those calls this year either, so they're going to have to probably take some more chances and change some things up this upcoming season, because they didn't win a Super Bowl this last year. So I mean, before it's if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But in this instance, it didn't work. So and they got blown out and embarrassed in the Super Bowl as well, because they were just getting by all season long. So I think the change for some sort of more creativeness or explosiveness downfield with the weapons they do have would put him back into that high QB1 category. You know what I mean? In the upper half at least. So 6 is comfortable. Somebody I would kind of call my shot on over guys like Kyler Murray, who I really don't like. Although I would have argued, for my love of CJ Stroud or something like that, maybe even.
And Baker. I can see Baker.
I was going to say and Baker.
Okay.
Exactly.
Let's just put Baker at number 7.
No,
I have Baker.
Let's put Baker at 7, baby. I think he's good for 6.
Let's
you know what the
Baker,
consistency of Mahomes.
Get Baker as flowers.
I can see Baker over Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. Baker's could definitely be a high end QB1. So I feel like 7 might be a little low, but we had to get Baker his props because bro, Baker last year was a top 5 QB. I mean, shit, who was a Lamar, Allen, Burrow, Jaden? I mean, he was ahead of Hurts last year. So I mean, and then
with the investments of Double E, the investments of Double E, and then if we get Godwin back between week 4, 6, 8, something like that, no later than that, week 8,
I think he'll be good for week 1, just limited.
That'd be even better, 100%. You proving my point for me.
He's got plenty of weapons. Yeah, McMillan, Cade Otton,
and then the running backs, they both finished in the top 24, bro. We can say what you want to say about Rashad. It is what it is, but they both finished in the top 24. So this offense is all fantasy based, bro. 100%, man. Oh my mama. And then with the addition of Double E, bro, you got weapons from everywhere. McMillan, my guys.
I mentioned him. Yeah, Cade Otton, Bucky, Rashad. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I kind of forgotten about Baker a little bit. I would say that his rushing also would maybe inch him over Mahomes.
Let's push Mahomes down to 7.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, yeah, we can swap him if you want.
I say move Hurts.
I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that.
And move Hurts.
We'll circle back to that. We'll circle back to that. Let's.
I would take Baker. I would watch people take Hurts, and I'll wait for Baker. I would.
This is a consensus ranking. We can totally move Hurts down.
Yeah, we can switch it. Let's get number 8 knocked out of who, because this is still just nominations, right? We haven't locked this in just yet. So let's see who we nominating for number 8. Let's JD. JD, who you nominating for number 8? We'll adjust it.
We got Allen, Burrow. JD.
Yeah, we got Lamar, Allen, Burrow, JD, Hurts.
We're gonna either go Bo Nix. We're gonna go Bo Nix.
What about Jaden? Oh, we got Jaden in there.
Yeah, he's already.
Okay, so we gotta go.
Oh, I like that Bo Nix, bro.
Bo Nix, all right.
He almost rushed for 500.
You don't want to put me up on his total stats at the end of the year, and they definitely invested in him with the fucking in the running back position and Pat Bryant. What's the running back name that they got?
RJ Harvey.
There it is. RJ Harvey, 100%, and with the addition of Double E, the OG at tight end as well. So they definitely want to make shit shake with Bo Nix, 100%. You know what I mean? I might have to go Bo Nix, but I also want to sneak either Caleb or Perfect Purdy in there, because I think Perfect Purdy, this is his third full year of playing the position. Third full season, 100%, right? And so if we want to base that on him just developing as a young quarterback still, I think this is where he's able to take the next step into maybe putting the city on his motherfucking shoulders, where the whole national media and even motherfuckers that we talk to want to say, oh, he's a system quarterback, so you done got rid of Debo. We don't know what Brandon Ayuk finna be when he come back. Can he get back to where he wants to, or how long it's gonna take him to do it? But you still got consistency with GKO. Hopefully we get CMC.
If CMC is fully loaded, man, then that helps him tremendously. You know, and George Hill.
And one more thing is just the investments in the wide receiver position. They've been drafting. I keep saying it for the last couple of years. They keep investing draft picks in this wide receiver room. So one of these motherfuckers is gonna hit, whether it be Pearsall, whether it be Cowan, whether it be Watkins that we just took in the 4th round.
Then we even brought in rotational guys that can block and that are scheme fits, like a DeMarcus Robinson and a Gabe Davis. So
they signed Gabe Davis. I ain't heard that.
No.
Yeah, they did.
Gabe Davis.
I'm not mad at Gabe. He's terrible between the numbers, but outside the number, between the hash marks, but outside the hash.
They got Joanna Man Jennings there.
And Joanna Man, there it is. There it is, bro. Hey, so
Joanna Man Jennings.
Hey, give me because no man, fuck that.
He had like 5 TDs in one game or some shit. I was like, I don't know. I'm exaggerating.
He had 3. He almost had 3 in the Super Bowl.
That was crazy. But yeah, I'm not mad at Purdy maybe sneaking in there. I would also like to just.
It's like Goffle or Purdy is kind of like the argument for me, at least right here. But
I also like to just nominate Dak Prescott now that George Pickens is over there taking some pressure.
Dak that pass up.
45.
That pass up.
I'm with you. I think it's between you're right. I think it's between Dak or Brock here because like if in a full season, Dak is like I always say this. He's a lock for 4,500 yards passing and 30 plus tugs if he's healthy all year.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I got Dak, Purdy, and then
he's
JD. It
he's
said
practicing in full from his hamstring.
Caleb
sneaking in. Yeah, they've added a lot of weapons. Plus, he has a great coordinator headed out in that direction. And Goff
and Bogey had said Goff.
prototypical. I like that. Yeah, prototypical. I'm barely.
Is he throwing for 4,000 for the first time in Chicago history?
I think I would.
Caleb? Oh, I don't know.
There has never been a 4,000 yard passer in Chicago
Caleb
history.
Williams?
Yeah, I think I would bet that.
Ben Johnson. They got Ben Johnson over
there. He wants to unnominate Caleb.
Yeah, I'm betting that. Easy money.
Who would you put in over him? Would it be somebody like Kyler or Love?
Yeah, I thought I'd say. I feel like Kyler. I think I'd put Kyler over Dak. I'm not as big on Dak. I just feel like Dak.
Kyler. Yeah, Kyler's not in my top 12.
We're going to disrespect Sam Darnold after the tremendous season he
Yes, we are. I will
play all 17 games, bro.
With the rushing upside, Justin Fields, you could make a case for
easily.
Yeah, Dak
justified Herbert. You could make a case for.
I'd say Herbert over Caleb.
I like Jared Goff here though because of just the caliber of his team. Even though they they lost their coordinator.
Okay, yeah, let's bump Jared Goff up over Caleb then.
He's so golf.
Mm-hmm. And I'm down to put Purdy over Dak. I don't know. I'm just not. I know they got Pickens, but Dak, I just feel like they're kind of trending down. So I'm going to swap them. We'll swap them. It is consensus, not just me. We'll swap them. And then
do not let your cowboy
Caleb at 12. So are we putting all right, so here we go for 12. Are y'all cool with Caleb? I know Lee was saying Herbert. What y'all thinking about Herbert, Caleb, Justin Fields? Who we thinking at 12?
Yeah, Herbert's there on the cusp.
Or Kyler.
I don't believe in Tua anymore to stay healthy.
Yes.
Not Tua. I think Herbert. I can live with Herbert as a 12. Like he's dependable. I mean,
Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb. Caleb kind of has to show us. So yeah, I'm good with Herbert.
Or actually, here's the caveat for Herbert: is that like in the event they brought in Harris and then drafted Hamilton. So in the event, their running backs are healthy, even if it's just one of them that stays healthy, because Justin Herbert's numbers didn't inflate until J.K. Dobbins went down last year, and then they were they resorted to
such a run-heavy offense.
So they really, it's still a Greg Roman offense at the end of the day. And we did see Justin Herbert's efficiency go up. So that was cool when his efficiency went up when he was throwing for like 35 times a game. If we can get that again, he's a lock for 12. Because then I put him in the mindset of I've seen him do it a couple times for us in fantasy, more than a few, 5,000 yards one year, 30 plus tugs a few times. Like those things aren't easy to do.
He's got a track.
He's replicated a few times, so I like him at 12.
Okay. I'll throw in some dark horses.
And for once, he has receivers.
Yeah, it's also
for sure. I'll throw in some dark horse candidates for y'all. Just make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. Drake May. May, I think, could potentially sneak a top 12.
His rushing floor.
Exactly, yeah. CJ Stroud, I mean, as a rookie, CJ Stroud was a QB1. So
I think Stroud's the one that could bump out like a Goffle. Like I almost feel like I would swap out Goff and take him all the way out of the top 12 even and put Stroud there.
Yeah, with the investments of
there's a world where they every year that Lions team has double-digit rushing touchdowns, and that could take away from him. And it's going to be hard to replicate what he did last year just as a passer and the efficiency. Like Jared Goff that's almost like an outlier year for him with the efficiency because he's usually
not a down year. It was a pretty down year.
He was really good. And
is Jared Goff going to be the same without his OC gone?
Yeah,
that's a good question. We don't know. But a couple others I like to say before we decide. Jordan Love, Jay Love didn't do quite as well as 23, but still pretty good. And they drafted Matthew Golden, good offense there. And then Justin Fields with the rushing floor.
See, that one's interesting.
That rushing floor.
Yeah, I don't know if
we've already
I don't
seen him
know if
hit for
Jordan Love
$1,000
gonna
on the
get it
ground
done because
twice.
with them giving Aaron Banks that $70 million and them paying Josh Jacobs what they paid him last year and how they used Josh Jacobs last year, I don't think his usage is going nowhere. So that only allows Jay Love to throw the ball about 25 times, 27 times, and he's not getting it done like that. He got to be highly efficient with them 25 to 27 attempts, 100%. So yeah, I'm kind of cool on Jay Love this year.
And I like to believe
feel that
someone like Aaron Glenn, who played against Fields, for his whole career all the way up to this point, right? Or at least maybe not last year because he was with the Steelers, but he's very familiar with the kid, and they sought him out, and this is the first time he's actually getting a chance. So when you look at his history, you know what I mean, when he did get a chance, 1,000 yards twice on the ground, you know what I mean? And he doesn't have it between the eyes. He's gonna run, you know what I mean? But he just has to stay healthy. That's why I'm hesitant to put him up there because he does run a lot, gets hurt.
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
everybody has one of the highest ceilings, 100%. We've seen it. We broke it down on one of them shows where we was looking at
the game against the Cowboys.
And just his rushing yards per total yards per game for like a 7-week stretch where he was having at least 75 yards per game or something like that on the ground.
Yeah, that was insane. Yeah, his 6-week little sample size last year was pretty badass. You know what I mean? They know he's not smart, so they went back to Russ as soon as he was healthy. And then for what it's worth, the two of them got them into the playoffs. So yeah, look at Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, Coach T, bro. But yeah, let's put a bow on these QBs here. Let's get this done so we can get some other positions in. Pause. Lamar. We got Lamar at 1. I think we can agree on that. Josh Allen at 2. Mighty Joe Young at 3. Jaden at 4. Hurts at 5. This is where I'd say it kind of begins. At 5, it's Hurts, Mahomes, or Baker. Are we cool with Hurts at 5, or does anyone want to make a case for Baker or Mahomes?
I would put Baker.
Fuck it.
No, Baker, Hurts.
Okay, yeah, let's jump Baker up then. Seems like the consensus is Baker should be top 5, so we'll put Baker top 5.
I love that we're putting respect on Baker's name.
We're gonna put Mahomes. We're gonna put Hurts over Mahomes. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So that means Mahomes would be QB 7, Hurts QB 6. All right. So QB 8, Bo Nix. We currently have at QB 8. Also have Brock Purdy, Dak, Goffel, Herbert in the mix. Are we cool with Bo Nix at 8? People didn't really seem to argue too much with that one. So
he almost hit for 500 on the ground, and I think like as better as he gets as a passer, I think like that 400 and some change could be like a nice little floor, but I think the ceiling won't be too much more than 500 yards rushing because they definitely drafted Harvey, and like you know what I mean, and they have one of the better offensive lines, so. You know what I mean? He's going to be shredding. I think he goes for 4,000. And
I thought they could have done Bo Nix a little more help though for a wide receiver though.
Pat Bryant, I think, is pretty legit. But yeah, he could maybe a veteran. They could trade for somebody, but yeah.
Pat Bryant's new Michael Thomas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Pat Bryant, Cortland Sutton, Marvin Mims, Evan Ingram. They brought in Evan Ingram. He'll be fine, bro. He's got plenty of weapons. Easy, bro. I forgot about Easy.
He has the most slept on number 1, Cortland Sutton.
That's what I'm saying. Cortland Sutton just always gets his numbers.
It's so fucking crazy. I think even the entire league doesn't know Cortland Sutton exists too. Just
I know. I think he's wide receiver 10.
Fucking A. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh shit!
That's why I drafted him everywhere in Dynasty like super late. It's not sexy.
Cortland.
It's kind of the way I used to draft Nico Collins.
The Pacers won game 1.
Yep. Home court taken away from the Knicks. Love that shit.
Wow. Duly note. Value pick that everyone sleeps on. Cortland Sutton in redraft.
Talk about it.
I'm just saying that because I've been in such dynasty mode that I've just been like curving him because I'm like, I don't want to pull up a 29-year-old at this range. And then someone else gets him later and I go, he's smart.
Yeah, them values, bro.
Those 29-year-olds end up playing till they're like 32. Adam Thielen's still out there.
You ain't lying, bro.
If I get DeAndre Hopkins is still playing, like you could squeeze value out of like get a game out of those people if you can.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, Mike Evans is over 30, and he's still balling like a
Exactly.
WR1.
32.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cooper Kupp, the jury's out on that guy. Well,
not that many can stay strong past 30. I mean, the NFL is brutal, and especially
Larry
the skill
Fitz.
position.
Larry Fitz.
Larry Fitz.
Bruce Arians told Larry. He said, "Hey, look here, Jack. I'm not even paraphrasing. This is like verbatim. He said, "Look here, Jack. We're gonna move you to the slot. We're gonna extend your career." And he just listened to Bruce, because before that, it's like, listen, I can't have you out wide having you get burnt or having you get got by these young corners. Like, we're gonna put you in the slot, and you're just gonna eat, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a PPR gold, bro. I mean, shit, he caught 109 passes in 2015, followed by 107 and then 109 again in 2017. That motherfucker.
That is badass.
PPR gold, bro. PPR gold. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
And prior to that, his career high was only 103. In 05, he had his great year as an outside deep threat or whatever.
Bruce,
but yeah, Uncle Bruce saved his career because in 2014, it looked like Fitzy was on his way out. I mean, he only had 63, 784, and 2 tugs. It looked like his days were numbered.
Yeah, and I think it was 2013 was the Bruce Arians arrival, and he brought in Carson Palmer. It's like, this is what we're doing. Let's go. You know what I mean?
Wait, was it? Let me see. Because of 2013, Fitzy didn't do that well.
So that might have been the first year. Then he said, "Hey, look here, Jack. We're moving you to the slot now."
Okay, yeah. Well, in 2015, they had the really good year where they made the NFC Championship game.
Carson Palmer was.
That's the first year where he caught over 100
he tore his ACL.
Passes.
That's what happened to
Carson Palmer.
Yeah, injury.
My nephew was named after him.
Yeah. All right, who we putting at 9? You know, I'm thinking I'm cool with the Brock. I'm cool with the Brock at 9. If y'all are,
I like it. He's
the people's champ, bro.
Hold on, look at this. He finished 13 last year?
14.
14? Okay. And the year prior to that finished 5? 5 overall? 6 in some format?
Yeah, something crazy like that. Let me see.
I think he'll bounce back pretty well, even though they lost Debo, because Joanna Jennings proved his worth. I mean, Kittle is a stud. Ayuk should be back before the midway point of the season. Slick Rick Pearsall can eat. So they got weapons. CMC should be back. So, yeah, I think the Brock at 9 is a solid take.
The Brock says.
Yeah, Brock is definitely a quarterback that you can easily wait on, bro. 100%.
Because everyone hates him.
Everyone hates him. You ain't fucking lying, bro.
Me and Guccini go on a crusade every time we're guests on other podcasts, and they just try to bombard us with like Brock hate, and we just handle them. You know?
Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very solid QB.
As of right now, he's going as a 9-11 in single quarterback drafts on
let's fucking go.
Oh, everything. Perfect. What is this? This is
single.
If it ain't Brock, then I'm getting Drake. I'm going Drake May, out like shooting for that.
Yeah, I ain't mad at the Drake May neither, though, bro.
Yeah, quarterback 13. The Drake May thing is really fun because
quarterback 13 can beat you.
Look at Mac Jones' rookie year, and that was with Josh McDaniels. Mac Jones almost threw for 4th out.
Yeah, I think with McDaniels, Drake May could push for top 12. I don't think he'll quite be top 12.
Yeah, but McCorkle isn't running like May was running in those couple of games, and he was just doing that on instinct scramble. He made his debut against Houston, and he was like tearing it up. Made that a close game.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go out and say that. I mean, I would like to put Kyler in the top 12 because of his rushing, but I mean, if y'all aren't feeling it, that's fine.
Is
but
Call of Duty getting released this season?
Do you buy into the fact that he said
every year?
Look, last year he said, "I don't want to run. I want my legs to be a luxury." Right? Basically saying,
this year he's not.
This year he said, "I want to run." Do we buy into that?
I don't know.
Man, you can't believe, bro.
Is he Liar Murray?
Liar Murray, yeah.
Peacock coined that one. That shit had me back for like 3 days.
Liar Murray.
Yeah, he's Liler.
Liler. Even with Andy Ranford, 172 on the ground and 5 tugs, played all 17 games. He'll be over a year removed from the injury.
James Conner takes it away from him.
Yeah, James Conner's a sleeper.
Yeah, Dak though. I mean, are we really? I mean, I know they didn't draft for running backs. I'm just kind of, I don't know. Dak at 10 makes me a little like I don't know. Maybe how about this? We put golf over Dak. Y'all cool with that?
No.
Y'all love that. But
I love Goffle.
I love Goffle.
The only reason why Dak is over
Goffle
Goffle is
lives in
because
the
of the run
11-12
game.
range for me all day, every
the
day.
Dallas run game, even though I'm a proponent of Javonte Williams, but still that's not going Dak gonna throw for 550 times, bro. 100%. CD gonna get 150. GP, you could lock him in for maybe 120, 110. You know,
look, when Dak throws for over 590 attempts, he was quarterback 3, quarterback 8, and quarterback 2.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, Dak just did not handle business last year. On a per 17 game basis last year, Dak was only pacing for 4,200 to there and 23 tugs and then 17 picks like that.
Yeah, but they were boo-boo last year though, bro.
They were all
that's the thing. I mean, I know they got Pickens, but I mean, do we really think Pickens is gonna make them that much better?
Their offensive line.
Yeah, I think it opens it up. I think it opens it up for the offense for sure. You know, I mean, even though in the slot it's a little hard to do, roll coverages and shit towards CD, but when you got GP on the outside, even though Brandon Cooks was a consistent 1,000-yard receiver, and they didn't do nothing with Brandon Cooks and George Pickens at these points of their careers is two different receivers. 100%.
Oh man, Dak had 4 2-interception games last year.
This is why Cowboys need to stop saying it's our
no name shit. There's no name shit last year.
Ferguson also over there too.
Yeah, and see, I like Ferguson.
And he had 4 of those. There was a game where he threw 51 times, bro.
Oh wow,
29 fantasy points. He only had 2 TDs though. He never threw for more than 2 TDs. So they were kind of out of it last year.
That's what I'm saying. Like his resume last year was pretty brutal.
He wasn't trending well before the injury, I guess. Yeah.
But it's one of those things where he should definitely be better this year. And yeah, the running game, they're gonna definitely be relying on the passing game there. So all right. Well, I guess we'll leave him at 10, golf at 11. So now before we move on to running backs, the question is, do we keep Herbert at 12? Are y'all good with Herbert being our QB 12 overall?
I think anybody we put at 12, it's calling almost like a hot take anyway. So
yeah. I think like everyone was cool with Herb, so I think
I'd rather have Herbert there over Tua or T Law.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, those guys aren't even close. Yeah.
Or we could sneak CJ in there because the additions of Higgins and Noel shows you that what they're trying to do is have consistent weapons around him at all points of the season.
Yeah, that's
100%.
true. That's a good point.
I don't know exactly what all the changes are going to be offensively with Caleb, like as far as scheme or whatever, but we've looked in the past or we at least seen CJ Stroud say that that they're going to let him call audibles at the line, so that's going to help a lot. Yeah, that's something he hadn't done the last 2 years, which is kind of crazy.
He had a 4.0 average in high school. He's a smart dude.
Yeah, so I mean they're going to kind of take the training wheels off, and the offense should probably get a little more exotic. They have Christian Kirk, they got Nico Collins. They drafted another tight end, and they have Brevin Jordan coming back. So I think they're going to use multiple guys at the same position. Like the way
that's sick. It sounds like we're in an auditorium.
What's that?
It sounds like we're in an auditorium.
Yeah, we got to go.
Oh shit, my bad.
Howdy, hey.
It might be me.
Concert mode. Check.
Hey, yo, I want two.
I don't know who it is.
Yo.
I just muted mine.
Yeah, I have my shit on mute. It was still going.
Is it me?
Damn. I just switched to these headphones.
Someone mute me. See if it's me.
Did it stop? Was it the headphones? Damn.
Sick. I ain't gonna lie. This is how I am in the studio. I ain't gonna lie.
Hell yeah. Live TV. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it may have been my fault.
It
I
might
put
be.
these headphones. I don't see why that would have done it. Why that would have been weird. This is
Hey, yo, we got some big players in the house. Playmakers in the house.
Oh yeah, money making Mitch. I see you. You just
I
came
see
over
you.
beating that mother.
Oh my god.
Money making
You
Mitch.
knew
This is
exactly what I was
insanity.
talking about.
Coming through with that new side with the BBSs. The gold
Yeah,
BBSs.
I see you with the gold
Money Making Mitch.
BBSs.
I was just watching Paid in Full.
Okay, there. I think it.
That just sounded like that.
Was it the screen? It was the screen share. The screen share. It was fucked up with the screen share. All right, let me try to do this again. That was funny. Yeah, let's try it again. Let's see if this will. Oh my god! All right, let's hope it doesn't do it. Let's see if the screen share. All
Only on
right,
the Jim Wealth, y'all. Only on the Jim Wealth, man. Cheers, my brothers.
Yeah, man. Cheers. Hey,
Cheers.
shout out to the homie Nelson Tynes, man.
Come on,
Nelly. Yeah, shout out to Nelly, bro. For real.
100%.
Shout out to Nelly.
Shout out to
Watching
Nelly,
good
man.
people in Vegas, and that shit was super meta. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I was on
Yeah.
the stream like, I was watching this, looking at the screen and look at him. Oh shit.
I had gone to the show and I came back and you guys were watching the movie down in the basement. I was like, oh fuck.
We were locked in. Yeah, Peacock came through, and Peacock was he was there too, as in there. You know what I mean? It's Peacock. Like, whoa,
It was super meta.
super meta. He even did the line. He was like, I ain't eating. We're like, oh shit, he killed it. He fucking nailed it.
That's awesome. Hey, let's go over our top QB now. We're out of the matrix there. We got Lamar at 1, Allen at 2, Mighty Joe Burr at 3, Jaden Daniels at 4, Baker at 5, Hurts at 6, Mahomey at 7, Bo Nix at 8, the Brock at 9, Daiquiri at 10, Goffle at 11, and Justified Herbert at 12.
This is solid, bro.
It's a good list.
Because Kyler Murray, like outside of look at his healthy years. Is he 21 passing tugs?
Yeah, it's not that great. I mean, I can.
I
had him a little higher on my list than y'all, but it's like I'm not mad at y'all not including him because it's not like he ain't handling for real. I mean, he's not a savage like that. I mean, he's not. He's like a low-end QB1, high-end QB2, where the other guys, I mean, if Dak's right, Dak's a more proven QB1. Same with Justin Herbert. I'd say Dak and Herbert, I think, have more QB1 finishes in their career than Kyler. So I ain't
why Dak belongs there.
And I'm right there with Bogue too, though, about his passing TDs. He's gonna have to float around 30, 35 passing TDs if he wants to crack anything in the top 7 QBs 100%.
The way these young QBs that we have up there towards the top play, yeah, for sure.
And I hate Kyler Murray.
Kyler's first 2 years
ranked in Call of Duty. How good is he? You know what I mean? Like, why is he synonymous with Call of Duty? Is he even good?
Yeah, what's his?
It's a bad thing. He's always linked to it. I think that's why he always plays it because he sucks at it. So he's trying to get good.
We're gonna find his gamer tag.
We're gonna find his gamer tag and just troll him.
Yeah, you suck, bro. You suck in fantasy and in Call of Duty.
Ain't you supposed to be watching film right now, bro?
Right? Yeah, go troll.
And then
there's a clause in your contract that says you're supposed to be watching film, bro.
Like I'll be like, nah, bro, it's not even the real Kyler Murray, bro. The real Kyler Murray, he really sucks, bro. Fuck him.
It's not Call of Duty because
no one ever believes it's T Grizzly, or no one ever believes it's like the famous people that game for real. They go, that ain't you, bro.
Yep. All right, y'all. Let's see. Running backs. Who we got? Running backs. Who wants to kick this thing off? Who's going to kick off the RB1 overall?
Yeah, after the running back.
Gibbs is my number 1 running back.
Yeah, Gibbs for me too.
I'm going to disagree.
I'm going
to go. King Henry is my number 1.
Oh,
wow. We're all over the board here.
I ain't mad at that.
We're all over the board here.
It's not like we're going to draft him first.
No.
He's going to be the value that could finish RB1 for real.
He's just what I think will be. He's just what I think might finish RB1.
All right, I'll put Gibbs. He was the one people first shouted out. I'll put Gibby at
And he had
one. I heard
multiple votes.
Bijan, so we'll put Bijan Mustard at 2. So
I'm
yeah,
okay with Henry at 3 here.
Okay, we can put Henry at 3.
I'm finishing at 1.
Okay, and I think we got to put Saquon at least at 4. I'd say.
Okay.
I know he's coming off the 2000, but damn, we got to put respect on his name.
The wear and tear.
I know, but damn, bro.
And then it's like the honeymoon after the Super Bowl. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff there. There's a long season.
Yeah, no, I get it, but it's like, man, I'm stepping in and saying he can't drop below 4.
Yeah, he can't drop below 4. Okay.
Hey, Brandon said Brandon got his gamer tag.
Yes.
Brandon found it. Stop calling me odd job.
Oh my.
Damn, even his gamer tag is insecure.
Goodness. Short guy syndrome. Oh my goodness. Poor Kyler, man. Damn.
Oh, I forgot to do this.
He got his bag. He got his bag, and he's still
Lyler.
Yeah.
I forgot to do this after we closed up the quarterbacks and went to running backs.
Yes.
There you go.
And we are running backs, ladies and gentlemen.
We're officially on running backs.
Facts. Yeah, we got Jahmyr Gibbs at 1. JD and Lee were both very passionate about that. I can't argue with it too much. The only blowback for me would be they still have Monty Burns over there, y'all. Let's not forget that Monty Burns is still a thing over there. That's not that is still a two-headed.
I have Bijan there, and then they go, "Oh, what about Tyler Algier?" And I go, "Fuck Tyler Al Boo Boo."
Yeah, I feel like Bijan has a little more control of his backfield than Gibbs. So
that was fire.
Honestly, I'd be down to swap them. But JD, if you want to make a case for Gibbs RB1, go right ahead.
Yeah, 100% easy money. 100 more attempts Saquon had than Gibbs, and then Bijan had 54 more attempts than him. But yeah, Gibbs still completely outpaced them dudes in except for Bijan and except for Saquon and King Henry in the yardage. But yet we see 63 targets, 52 receptions, 517 yards in the receiving game. 100%.
Yeah, that's the kick right there.
With the change of the OC, I think that we're gonna see a little bit more opportunity for Gibbs to get used in this PPR game.
I never thought about that.
Based on it's gonna be a whole new offense, and Gibbs first round pick. It's time. He's about to start. He gonna have to get paid here in 2 years. This is his third year right here.
He's gonna flourish.
100%. Yeah, no, I love it. 100%. Even with
if you dig it, I dug it.
And Monty's a year older, even though Monty has been a capable back, and especially since he's been in Detroit. But yeah, it's time for the Gibbs show to take over 100% in this show.
The young studs
show last year for sure.
Lightsabers. Continue. Don't mind me. I'm battling the forces of darkness.
And Saquon didn't even have 20 TDs in a 2,000-yard season. Bijan didn't have 20 TDs. King Henry, the only one that had it, 16-2. And then A-Chain, 6-6, 12. Josh Jacobs with the 15 and the 16. So, yeah, look at me. Gibbs going crazy, bro. 100%, 20
I'd say if CMC is healthy.
Hey, my mama, the last time we seen somebody hit for a 20-piece, it was CMC and Raheem Mostert. 100%, bro.
Mustard on that beat,
right. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, shit. I think the thing is, though, it's like
CMC is alive. I'm sorry, Christian McCaffrey. In the world that Christian McCaffrey is alive the full season, is he not top 3 for real?
That's what I'm saying. And every season that he's played every time he's played a full season, he hasn't finished worse than RB3.
But see, that's the thing. If you go, my bad,
Derrick Henry
it's just the thing with CMC is that them years that he finished top 3 is just that's 330 touches, or it might even be over 330. I know 2 years ago it was up like 350, 360 when he was up there. I mean, we're I'm not expecting that out of him. Just based on you got Garendo, who had flash last year when he was on the field, and even though that the running back that they took out of Oregon is in the 5th round, we're expecting in this system is going to be a 3-headed monster, because you can't expect to run CMC into the ground early in the season and expect to try and get to the playoffs and do anything. 100%. But I think he gets his work in the receiving game for sure. But that's why you got I can't think of the rookie name in Garendo to help alleviate.
Yeah, Jordan James. I drafted him in the rookie draft. In wealth, Jordan James. Yeah.
Yeah. You got those two to help take some of the weight off of CMC in the run game, but in the receiving game, that ain't gonna face CMC too much. That's gonna be there for sure.
I like
Facts. It. Yeah, I got CMC and I put him in 5 here since y'all mentioned him. Another name I like to nominate here though for 6 is the kid, bro, Ashton Jeanty. Man, I think Ashton Jeanty's a legit RB1 this year. The Raiders, they're gonna run it. They're gonna run him. They're gonna run him like
300 at minimum. 300 touches.
Yeah, he can catch it too. He's an all-around true workhorse. Kind of reminds me when Bijan came out of college, someone that's just like a complete 3-down workhorse.
And he doesn't have Arthur Smith.
Yeah, for real.
Well, yeah, no, JT's got Pete Carroll, bro. Pete Carroll, that beast
and Chip
mode,
Kelly.
Bro.
They want to together. They're gonna want to feed one guy.
Yeah, exactly.
They literally only have one guy.
Yep, that's all. Yeah, because behind him was Zeus White, who is a bust, and Radio Raheem, who's like old as dirt.
No, there it is. There's the caveat.
Radio Raheem is the backup.
What's it on the beat, ho?
Come on now.
I'm different. Yeah, I'm different.
He's gonna steal his job. Radio Raheem, bro. Fuck, bro. Well, he does. I mean, him and A-Chain's rookie year, they split the backfield. I mean, now actually
for a 20-piece, Mostert did.
Let's not forget about Jeff Wilson.
I think A-Chain
JWJ.
I think A-Chain deserves top 12.
Yeah, that's a good writing.
Yeah, he does, bro. He's somebody that I'm targeting. I'm mad that I missed out on him last year. I did a video saying that he was going to bust last year, so I'm definitely chasing them points for sure, and it's only going to get better because, I mean, they took Jalen Wright last year. You took Ali Gordon this year, but I think it's going to be him, bro, 100%.
Ali might get some short yardage.
100%, bro. What is it? Fucking 87 targets and 78 receptions, bro.
That's good. That's good if they bring in somebody like Ali Gordon to kind of alleviate that stuff and not break HN. You know what I'm saying? Because HN's one of these guys.
Yeah, and Jalen Wright's still there too.
Yeah, they traded up when they drafted Jalen Wright. They gave up a following year pick him.
Fucking road runner, bro.
He's so fast.
Hey, that's the Daniel Jones drop. That's the Daniel Jones drop.
Danny Dumbass.
His is just at the end. Yeah.
Just slipping around that Danny Dumbass.
No, hold on. I have a Daniel Jones one right here. Hold on. This is.
Oh, everything.
Because he crashes into something.
It's just the end. It's just the end.
Come on now.
Hey, because y'all remember when Danny Dumbass was running so fast, his legs went right from underneath him, and he's got a hamstring on both legs.
70 yards down the field, wide open touchdown.
That was all right. Carson Wentz, didn't he? Carson Wentz, I remember sprained both ankles at once.
No. How the fuck did he do that?
Danny Dumbass's legs were running, dragging his torso.
That was when Carson Wentz played for the Colts, and guess what Danny Dumbass signed with?
He tried to shake himself.
The Colts.
He was trying to shake himself.
Yo, everything. How do you twist both
broke his own ankles.
Carson Wentz ankles. I was like, how do you have both ankles?
Who's he playing against?
He's playing both ankles in one play.
That was in the preseason, or was it in training camp?
Oh, it was my bad.
It was in the early regular season.
Oh, was it regular season? Yeah, no, yeah, I remember that was the first
September
year,
20th, 2021. Yeah,
Carson, that sucks.
That shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, Colts Carson Wentz dealing with sprains in both ankles.
The same play.
We call that the misery. That's the misery right there. Both the ankles.
The misery.
Oh, bro. Kathy Bates. Everything. Real talk. Shout out to Carson Wentz.
Damn.
Fucking hey, bro.
That's crazy, bro. Speaking of the Colts, how about JT here at 8? Y'all cool with JT?
Yeah.
I was gonna say JT or Josh Jacobs.
Oh, yeah, Josh Jacobs. Yeah, we can put Josh Jacobs on there. Yeah, JT and Josh Jacobs, I think, are both very solid and run-heavy offenses. You know what you're getting. They're not quite top 5, but they're both for sure RB1s if healthy, I'd say.
Kyron?
I would say Kyron at 10. Yeah.
Yeah. Kyron's good. You know, that offense is elite there.
He's super inefficient, but if he gets a lot of volume.
Yeah, he gets volume. Yeah, I'm cool with Bucky Irving. I mean, Bucky Irving's someone that
he's a fan favorite.
Very efficient last year and was like one of those deals to where
these guys could fall anywhere here.
Call me crazy, but I would see Alvin Kamara next.
Yeah, I'm with you right there. I'm with you here.
Old and reliable. What about James Cook, though?
Hell no. It's Alvin Kamara. Kamara had a fucking 75% opportunity share, bro. A 21.5 target share last year. Kamara is the end-all, be-all over there, bro. 100%.
Man, we didn't talk about Breece Hall.
Exactly. I was just going to say that
Pacheco.
myself.
Chase Brown.
Even Joe Mixon.
I don't know about Chase Brown. Joe Mixon.
I was saying Breece Hall, bro. Greasy Breece Hall.
Yep.
And he's on a contract here, too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Chase Brown, Sergio Mix-a-Lot, Kenneth Walker, James Conner, Chubba Hubbard.
Let me jump in here.
Hampton. I'm just throwing out names. I'm not saying these are top. I'm just throwing out names.
It's all about who's healthy, right?
Hey, look.
Give
me Chase Brown right there after Josh Jacobs. I almost want Chase Brown there before him.
Boo.
Damn, Chase Brown. I ain't.
I love Chase Brown.
No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that because we just
Chase Brown, bro. I don't think he's quite
because we
just
on
Chase Brown.
Hey, bro, look. When we just said Joe Burrow threw 650 times, how many motherfucking targets you think Chase Brown had, bro? Oh my mama. Let's see where Chase Brown, how many targets he had. He had 65 targets, bro, with 229 attempts. Oh, no, he had almost a 1,400-yard season, bro, on everything. Chase Brown is the guy, bro.
Yeah, I just think James Cook.
Chase Brown thing.
James Cook, on Buffalo's offense, they're a run-heavy offense now with Joe Brady. James Cook, even with Josh Allen getting all those goal line tugs, James Cook hit for 16 tugs. Over 1,000 on the ground. His receiving wasn't quite as good as I thought. 30.
You kept bringing in Ray Davis.
But with the Breece Hall stuff,
total tugs.
Ray Davis, the future GOAT.
But Spencer, the only thing with Breece Hall is they got to run a 3-headed monster in New York.
Yeah, them is facts.
I don't buy that, but I will admit this: Braylon Allen's a guy. So because of that, I'm cool with AK at 12.
Isaiah Davis is a guy too.
Yeah, Isaiah. I got a lot of shares of Isaiah, bro. Isaiah's a fella.
Yeah, he could be for sure. Yeah. But I think this is. We could try to switch some things around, but I think this top 12 is pretty nice here. With we got. If I can scroll.
I like Mixon right around the 12-13 because he finished 13 last year and he missed 5 games.
And he's Sergio Mix-a-Lot.
He likes touchdowns and he cannot lie.
He cannot lie.
Oh no, he was 3 games, 3 full games.
I like touchdowns and I cannot lie.
I guess it was 4 games because he was out early.
Didn't I?
Facts. But wait, what happened?
Yeah, and then his fantasy finishes have been 13, 5, 12, and 3 over the last 4 years.
Very
and then
consistent.
He had a bad finish where he was injured, and then it was 11 and 9. So he's been like a top, he's been there.
And I like on the Damian Pierce too, right?
Yeah, they brought in Woody Marks, and so I don't know if they've
I guess it would be like a tag team, huh?
Woody from Toy Story.
Yeah, that's why they call him Woody because he liked Toy Story.
Really?
Snake in my boot.
Yeah.
There's a snake in my boot.
Woody's not his real name.
Story, bro. That is funny. Yeah. I had no idea.
Woody's Roundup.
His real name was
Woody from Toy Story. That's crazy, bro.
That is
Woody Marks. Hold on, let me look it up, see if I can find it.
I'm gonna regurgitate that to the next 3 days.
They don't have his real name up here. Let me find it on the internet.
Hell yeah. But I think we've got Jameer Gibbs at 1, Bijan at 2, the King Henry at 3, Saquon at 4, CMC at 5, Genty at 6, A-Chain at 7, JT at 8, Jacobs 9, Kyron 10, Bucky 11, and Kamara 12.
That sounds solid. I do worry about Cook not being on the list, but at the same time, the Bills don't like him.
Yeah,
Well, Josh Allen runs a lot of those things in.
Yeah, that's true.
Woody Marks' real name is Joquavius DeQuain Woody Marks.
No wonder he goes by Woody. You want to make it easier for people.
JWM.
Facts.
Joquavius DeQuain.
JQWM. You gotta show some respect for the Q in the Quavius.
Oh,
that's badass.
He's already kind of old, 24. The fuck?
Damn.
It's like the COVID stuff, bro. You know, it made everybody.
Yeah, extra eligibility. I think that shit's finally about over with. Like, I think now it's gonna be back to normal. You won't have so many of these old guys entering the NFL. Like Tyler Shuck. Tyler Shuck, I think, is like 25 or 26 as a fucking rookie.
He's 26, I think.
That's crazy. Oh, he's gonna turn 26 during the season. He's 25 right now. Yeah, you're good. You're close enough. But yeah,
how old was Chris Winkie when he came in the league? Like 35 or something.
50.
Wait, who? Who the
fuck? Chris Winkie.
He's LA.
Oh, Brandon Weeden. I remember Brandon Weeden.
Oh, yeah.
Oklahoma
he came to the league
State
at like 30 years old.
Yeah, Oklahoma State. I remember Weeden.
He's like 27.
The Garden of Weeden, man.
Is he?
Come on,
man, the Saints and the Falcons both have old QBs. Yeah,
that was the name of one of my fantasy
teams.
teams.
Is 25 in the Garden of Weeden.
The Garden of Weeden.
Classic.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you.
All right, cool. Well, I think we're pretty good on these running backs here. I think it's about time to move on to WRs.
Yeah.
Let me we got you, Peacock. You want to run a commercial break? I was gonna
get
the new sheet pulled up.
This segment
of
Playmaker Consensus Top 12 Receivers is brought to you by NeonPeacockMerch.com.
Let's run the old promo.
Y'all worry about my
Yeah, PeacockMerch.com. 40% off everything right now. $13 t-shirts. Go check it out.
Let's go. $18 front and backs, y'all.
Oh yeah.
All right, make sure I got the sheets good. Yeah. Shout out to the Peacock Merch, man. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I got this sheet.
I was backstage and I was like, oh, I want to go get a bucket hat, but then I changed my hat to other hat that matches the hat that I'm wearing on the shirt. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like a paradox.
Is it super meta wearing the hat that matches the other hat?
Yeah.
All right,
this guy's like a dude playing another dude.
Chat, feel free to chime in. Chat, still got a lot of y'all rocking with us, bro. Feel free to chime in with y'all's humble opinions as far as who y'all think should be in this top 12. Don't be shy.
We'll take not so humble opinions as well.
Yeah, there were some running backs that got snubbed, but there can only be 12.
Like, yeah, there can only be 12. Yeah.
Real quick, did anybody just off the top of your head have a running back like just like a dart throw that you think could potentially get up in there?
Let me see. I had
into the top 12 or number 1.
I was gonna say James
in the top. Yeah, I'd mention him. I think as far as a couple rookies, bro, I'd say keeping on fucking Omarion Hampton and Travion Henderson, y'all. I mean, they're both in good situations, and if they can overtake the veterans in their backfields, bro. They're on good offenses. They like to run the rock. So
I like
I love the Henderson pick, bro. 100%.
I love the Henderson pick.
I like him a lot because he can legit fall into like 60 catches for real in that offense.
That's what I'm saying,
It's
man. I mean,
Josh
Ramondre
McDaniels.
Stevenson was pretty dookie last year, so unless he has a resurgence,
really dookie. Like the eye test is a fail, and Josh McDaniels, he knows Stevenson knows the system. That was the coordinator when they drafted Stevenson, and even then, Stevenson hit for like 69 balls one year.
Pause.
It's like a super pause on 69.
Huge pause, my boy.
that's a big
Well, I
pause.
just left that one out to dry.
Oh, shout out to Stay Tuned.
What's up, JB?
What up, JB?
All right, let's get this started. I think it's pretty safe to say
JB.
the Triple Crown winner, Jamar Chase, bro. I mean, I don't see this one changing, bro. I mean, yeah, that's a few years too late. Yeah, but yeah, no, Jamar Chase, bro. And the
We're going
Mighty
LSU players 2-1-2.
Volume King. It's like I don't know about that. I don't know.
Oh, I know. I'm with you too, Spencer.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
differences right there. It might be.
yeah. I mean, new QB this year. I mean, JJ McCarthy is basically a rookie QB. So I mean, shit. I mean, y'all love Dak. I mean, what about CD? Y'all love Dak.
I love that.
I mean, wanted Dak in the top 2. To me, CD has a strong case to be number 2. But I'll let whoever wants to nominate this one. I nominated Chase.
I'm gonna put CD number 2. I'm with you.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
I'm definitely passing on Jettis right here. We definitely don't know what that JJ McCarthy shit is, but Jettis could be a value though, 100%.
I don't know JJ, but I think I hate him already because he's gonna fuck up my JJ shares. I don't like the cut of his jib. Pause.
Yeah, I mean, McCarthy was not a volume passer in college. He was used to operating a very efficient run-first offense over at Michigan. So I don't know how that's going to translate to the NFL. I feel like it might be some growing pains. And if so, that's going to probably see Jettis' numbers drop a little bit. Where we know there won't be any growing pains with the Dallas passing game. And you know they're going to air it out. And with Pickens there, defenses won't be able to double and triple team CD nearly as much. So I think CD is going to have a huge year, similar like he did in 2023, and be damn near WR1.
I like that a lot, man.
Excuse me.
I have no shares of CD in Dynasty right now, I think.
Damn, I had to swing a trade.
I know, right?
Give up 2 years worth of first. I need CD, damn it.
I'll give up 4. Or whatever the max is 3.
Yeah, we're maxing it.
Hey, listen, man, come on. Because I don't play. You got CD?
I do have Packers
I don't
merch.
have him, actually, no.
I do have some Packers merch up on the website.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have any Warriors stuff up there at the moment.
Ooh, we need some What's Love Got to Do with It shirts.
What's love?
It's Jordan Love, but he's Ike. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
No, Jordan Love needs a shirt that says "Show me some love."
Got to do.
Savion Williams is Tina.
Yeah.
But a second-hand emotion.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I have one Packers joint up there for sure. It's Love and Reed. It's the Packers Jam. NBA NFL Jam.
Oh, that one's badass.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I used to have an Aaron Rodgers one, but I changed it from Packers to Jets.
They change it to Steelers if he goes there.
Yeah, it's gonna have to change again eventually.
If he won with him, you need to make one of him. He needs to be bringing Mike Tomlin on an ayahuasca journey and have.
Yeah, he's wearing a Jets hat and he has like a big magic mushroom in his hand. And one of the ones I have there.
You need to make one of like Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin just sitting there with his arms with a skull, like a scowl on his face, and Rodgers be like, "Let me show you the way, brother." And it's like this big magical forest full of big fucking trees and mushrooms and shit. And Mike Tomlin just sitting there like, "The fuck is this
darkness
shit?"
retreat.
Yeah, darkness retreat. Rodgers, just trust me. Just trust me, coach. Just trust me. And then they have another one of like make it a front and back, maybe. And they'd have like the other side be Mike Tomlin's all like, like jumping for joy.
On the other
Rodney's
side
like,
of the trip, yeah.
Told you, I told you he'd love this.
He's come out of the darkness.
And now Mike Tomlin, ladies and gentlemen, is no longer the great coach he once was.
With the win 4 games, yeah.
Mediocre Tomlin is what I've heard him be called. That's fucked up, huh?
Oh man.
He's
I know
he's winning his coaches.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the Irsay is just fresh. Yeah, RFP Jim Irsay. The news is fresh. So I don't know if we know yet how he died. Well, I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. Yeah. Yeah, we'll find out. But what up, Brent? Shout out to Brent.
Brent from New Zealand. The Yankees killed Jim Irsay is what he's saying. Now he's calling us.
God.
He's calling us Yankees.
Yeah, it's funny because like we actually have like a guy from Louisiana and a guy from Texas.
Hey, we're all West Coast. No, we don't have any.
We count Lee as a Yankee.
Yeah, Lee like
he's
Boston.
From Boston.
Yeah.
So he be like, "Fuck that."
Yeah, he's our resident Yankee.
He ain't gonna like that shit.
He don't like that shit at all.
Yankees and Revs, yeah, Rebels.
Yankees and Revs.
Stay tuned like that one.
Yep. So who we got at 3, y'all? I mean, shit, Jettis, a lot of people have, the Poops, Amon-Ra. I mean, they've got
I like both of those
neighbors.
guys. I like Puka and I like Amon-Ra.
You know what? Let's put the Pooks at 3. I'm fucking with the Pooks.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Like the Pooks, bro, with Devontae Adams there now, bro. That's going to make it where defenses will not be able to
I'm not
stop
too worried because
Puka.
Puka's a killer. He'll get the ball and score.
He gets the ball so damn much.
12 catches.
Like the way Cooper Kupp was in his prime. Now that Cooper Kupp's going, all that short to intermediate shit's going to the Pooks. Like, the
he'll
Pooks
take one of those to the house eventually and break a couple tackles.
Adams will be more to
Pook is nasty, bro. He get the ball in his hands, bro. He's a dog.
Yeah.
And he's doing it for he's trying to have 11 kids, so he's really trying to get this bag.
Is it Nakua or Nakua?
Nakua, I've always heard it called.
Man, but he got Koo in his name. You feel me? He's just the coolest, man.
Where's he trying to have 11 kids? He said
he's trying to have 11 kids, bro. He's trying to
he's trying to catch up to Philip.
Nobody can give the Cromarties a run for the money, though.
Yeah, anyway,
the Cromarties are still having kids right now.
Yeah, and Tyreek Hill, yeah.
Tyreek Hill, there it is. I think that's more akin to what Puka's trying to do. He's trying to match Tyreek. Tyreek got about 8 or 9 right now.
Tyreek Hill has
Puka. He's the youngest of 6 children. He's got a bunch of siblings.
Oh, so he's at minimum trying to have 6. Oh, he's trying to double. I mean, he's trying to have minimum.
Okay, yeah, Puka's his first child's on the way. I was like, how many of them? He's only got 1, so he's got some catching up to do. And if he's loyal to his girl, it might be tough for him to catch the Cromartie.
For those of those that have children out there, y'all will feel me on this. When you go out with your child and the child is small, other parents go, "Oh, you guys gonna have another one?" It's just part of like combo that people have. Close the door. There's mosquitoes. Mosquitoes.
I hate mosquitoes. I feel you, bro. They're everywhere.
Anyways, before I was rudely interrupted, when they always ask, "Are you gonna have other ones?" Right? And I would always joke when I only had 1. I go, "Yeah, we're planning on having 7 more," and she'd be like, "Fuck no." Then when we had a second one, they'd be like, "Oh, are you guys gonna have a third?" I'd be like, "Hell yeah, we're gonna have 8, and it's gonna be all girls, and I'm gonna have a girls singing group called the Sisters." And my girls be like, "Fuck no, we're not." I got halfway though, because I was dead ass. I was dead
ass. Oh shit! But yeah, the Pooks, bro. The Pooks is a savage, bro. Trying to get his bag, and I think he had mentioned about retiring early potentially.
Yeah,
so it's kind
of because he has to be a father to fucking the 11 kids.
He's trying to get it right now, you know. So yeah, shout out to the Pooks.
I love that you want to put the Pooks there. I'm with you.
I just feel like in that offense, man, it's about to go insano. Like, and it's like Stafford. I mean, they got
this is
the
one where he's
clearly.
healthy all year. That's where he should be.
Yeah. He didn't stay healthy all year last year, but when he came back last year, he was a fucking savage. So, yeah,
I think he was. And then Cooper Kupp, if you look at those games in the stretch when they were both there, Cooper Kupp was non-existent the last 5 weeks. Like he was just like, boom, Pook's the guy.
Yeah, I mean, it was like he clearly took over. That's why I'm not
Remember
scared of
Cooper Kupp
this
disappeared out of
Devontae
some
Adams thing because I mean I think Devontae is gonna do pretty good, but I just think it's clear that the Pooks is their guy and Adams he'll play his role. He'll probably get double-digit touchdowns, but I still think there'll be enough to go around for Puka to get like 7, 8 tugs, and if he's catching like 120 passes for like 1,700, 1,800
Oh my
yards,
God, give it
like...
to me.
That's a big pause, boy.
Yeah.
All right. I guess here at 4, I feel like we kind of have to put Jettas.
Yeah.
You know, I just like I don't think Jettas should slide any further than this. Even with
Jettis
McCarthy,
will probably have more touchdowns than Pook, but Pook's probably gonna have more catches and yards for real if JJ isn't the guy.
right? I mean, I think JJ's okay, but he's basically a rookie, so there's gonna be some growing pains there.
Hey, is he a hell of a guy? like he's at the bar, like, hey JJ, let me buy you a shot. Is he one of those?
JB
heard
asked
good
is
things about
St.
the
Brown
kid.
a top 5 wide receiver?
Yeah, I would put St.
I
Brown
would
at
put
5.
him at
St.
5.
Brown.
Yeah,
we
could put him there
instead of Jefferson. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And then I would
I think
probably
he's
go
top
AJ
5.
Brown after that.
Ooh, even gangster.
Ooh, what about Neighbors?
I would.
I'll put Neighbors in front of AJ 100%. That's me.
I would put Nico in front of Neighbors.
Oh, hot take.
Okay.
We got some spicy takes. What about Drizzy, Drake London, bro? I think Drake London's in for a huge
I
year
forgot about
this
him.
year
Oh,
with Michael
17 for
Penix,
31
man.
with
I
the
think
games
Michael
with
Penix
Penix.
could make London have a career year. London's currently my WR6. I mean, it's a consensus show.
What could Garrett Wilson do with Justin Fields?
Nah, that's that Justin Fields. Nah, I mean, if Garrett Wilson wouldn't be WR with Aaron Rodgers, I really don't see it happening with Justin
Hey, they're
Fields.
homies though, right? Aren't they homies? They played
Yeah, they played together in college.
You know
I
what's
mean,
fucked up is that they just assume they're good. They're cool because they played good together in college. And then what if they don't like each other? It's like,
yeah,
I never
Fields
thought
says,
that.
I gotta fuck back to this asshole again. Damn it.
Get out
Yeah.
of my fucking team.
This guy's my quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, he could be another one, but
Garrett
let's
Wilson
start it
could be a
for,
very good value this year, though,
for
because
this
everyone,
deal, I
everyone
think,
hates his situation.
I think a good one to put here. I get, you know, screw it. We'll put just to like we'll put AJ Brown. We'll put it AJ Brown. Who else we had? Neighbors. We'll put Neighbors here at 7, and we'll put London at 8.
What about
and
Mike Evans?
I want to swap AJ behind though. I want to move it up, but move AJ to 8. I want to move up Nabbers right there at 6.
Oh, okay, and then put AJ
I
at
like
8.
Nabbers right there. Hey, because like he's probably not going to lead the league in targets again, because he definitely did that as a rookie. Led the entire league in total targets. If that's going to come down, the efficiency's got to come up with the combination of Russ
and Wandale had 140 targets.
Yeah.
Neighbors had 170 and Wandale had 140. That shit is
Neighbors
crazy.
missed a few games.
They both
Neighbors
were
missed
top
like
10.
2 games with a concussion.
I didn't know Wandale had a buck.
Yeah,
he must have
was
been
tied
hella
for 10.
inefficient. God damn, because
Yeah,
he
he was
was a
tied
very
for
good
10.
year for
2
fantasy.
yards per reception kind of shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Goodness.
Wandale was all like 2-3 yard targets.
Yeah, 93. I averaged 7.5 a reception and only 3
Oh, not
tugs.
bad. I undershot him.
Yeah, he was trash though. He had the worst 93 catch season I've ever seen in my life.
Full PPR. I mean, if you're
Hey,
in a
but
pinch.
to hit for him to have 140 and Brett to have 170, Brett, that's a lot of motherfucking
Right,
targets
Nabbers
between
could
two.
lead the league again.
100%.
Yeah, I mean with Russ, infamous Winston, Jackson, Dart. I mean the QB room's a lot better than last year.
He had Danny Dumbass and Drew Lock, and then
And
what's
Tommy
the
DeVito.
Tommy
Forget
Cutlets
about
and
it.
forget
He
about
has
it.
Mr. Cutlets.
Oh my god! Okay, let's overreact a little bit. I want to put him like at 4. Then who do we have at 4?
Jefferson.
Yeah, fuck Jefferson.
Come on.
Oh, Minnesota!
I love
Dennis,
Jefferson. But I'm just saying, fuck
Yeah,
Jefferson.
I just like I don't know, man. I think Neighbors at 6 is fair. How are we feeling about 7? Are we? I mean, Peacock's at Nico. I mean, we got Drizzy,
like that.
AJ Brown, Nico.
Nico.
So
Yeah,
do
man.
you swap
Brown is
Nico
easy.
and London?
1,100 yards.
If
I
Nico
just
can
think
play
they're
a full
kinda-
season, jeez, man. Nico's the one who missed 5 games.
Nico could be top 5 if he plays full season, bro. You ain't lying, bro.
Let me see.
He hit for 14 the other year, didn't even play a full year.
I also think in this top 10, I think we got to throw in, since they lost DK, bro, Jackson Smith and Jigba, JSN. I think JSN is in line for a big-ass season with a Sammy
I didn't
D,
think of
bro.
that.
I like him at 8. I like him in this range.
Yeah, I think he should be in this range.
Here's the thing.
I'm
Clint
cool with
Kubiak
him at
is gonna
10.
Yeah, I think I might rather have BTJR over him, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
me
yeah,
too.
Brian Thomas, too. Yeah, that's a good one.
Like,
yeah, with healthy
and
Trevor
Jacksonville
Lawrence.
historically
BTJ is
is gonna
definitely
throw it a lot.
yeah,
Look
Liam
that.
Cohen's in Jacksonville now. Yeah,
Right.
BTJ is
Yeah,
definitely in this
I
conversation.
fucking love that. And then I think even London. I would have London and BTJ over JSN. I'm a little down on J. I was big on JSN last year. I still love the kid. It's just that they ran a shitload of plays last year. They're gonna have Clint Kubiak. They're gonna slow it down like a lot, significantly. You know what I mean? So the amount of plays run
That's true. Yeah.
matters when you're.
I got
and
a
you have safe
nomination
space
for 12
down.
here. I got a nomination for 12 here.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Harry McLaurin,
Both of them, actually.
both the lobbies.
Okay, McLaurin. Which one? Which lad
And
are we
McCall-
going?
Oh,
Hey,
McLaurin.
the
No,
bloody lad.
Either lad.
Oh,
Brent
McConkey.
thinks McConkey. Yeah, I'm McConkey, actually. I think McConkey is the one here, bro. Because, I mean, the
The
Chargers,
catches will
like,
be way more than the scholarship.
yeah,
and
McLaurin,
if
we're
we're gonna be
banking on the
consistent-
efficiency.
If we're
which
going to be
might not
consistent
be
and have
there.
Herbert at quarterback 12 over there, why not have
That
Matt
is true.
McConkey?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'm
I
cool with
fucking
this.
love that continuity.
Yep. Yeah,
The young Lottie.
The young laddie.
Because what did he hit for last year? 60 something grabs.
Nah,
yeah,
it
he
was
missed
80.
a few games, so like I
Oh,
think he may hit
McConkey.
for more
70?
than that.
It was 82 for 112.
82 out of
And he was top 5 in routes run out of the slot.
And he
You know
was the
what's
wide
crazy,
receiver
Jay?
12.
He was Keenan Allen.
Last
Allen,
year,
bro.
I was my bold prediction on the bold prediction episode. I was saying he was gonna hit for 100. I was only 18 off.
Let's
He
get it.
won 112. 112 targets, 82 receptions.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he
that's
went that
going
far
up.
off.
Them numbers is going up.
7
The
TDs
laddie.
The laddie.
and 1150 basically in yardage.
Facts.
He was
Fire
the
up the
wide
bagpipes.
receiver 12 in half PPR.
The remix.
I only have the original. We get flagged for the remix.
Is that right?
Yeah, I had to
Oh,
redo
they
it.
hating on us, bro.
A few other names. Let's go real quick. A few other names to consider before we lock this in. I'd say it'd be Rashi, bro. Rashi Rice. Can't forget
Facts.
about Rashi. If he's not suspended, bro, if he plays all the games, he could easily be a WR1.
I agree.
Garrett Wilson, GW. Lee had mentioned him earlier. I mean, he's someone that if he's been staying healthy, him and Fields had a college connection, so it's possible. Or he had mentioned the other laddie, McLaurin. He had a great year last year. I mean, T. Higgins, bro, he got his bag. You never know. Mighty Joe Young might be able to produce 2 WR1s there. Mike Evans, he's a consistent WR1. He's getting a little long in the tooth, and they added double E, but it's possible he could get back up there. Same goes for Tyreek Hill. And then a couple of dark horses for y'all. DJ Moore being in Ben Johnson's offense, and then Marvin Harrison Jr., bro, could be a post-type candidate.
And Cortland Sutton.
Cortland Sutton, okay. Yeah, Cortland Sutton. All
Hey,
right.
Cortland
I think,
Sutton
wide
might
receiver.
get he sound like he got some Irish roots with Cortland.
Yeah.
Cortland,
Cortland Sutton.
yeah. Who
Cortland
else?
Sutton.
Yeah, that'd probably be about it. I don't see DK getting there. They don't throw it enough.
Come on now.
Cortland Sutton.
Cortland. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's
I like the DJ Moore take too, though. Guru for sure. I think DJ has potential to sneak up in there to that that back end 10 to 12 range. 100%. The attempts is going to be there. I mean, the fucking targets is going to be there. The consistency with the offensive line that we've seen. Some Lee said this morning or yesterday's show about Joe Tooney getting a 2-year deal. You know what I mean? So he gonna be sticking around. I think that motherfucking Chicago offense is gonna be definitely some fantasy relevant pieces over there. And DJ Moore is the alpha in the out the pass catchers, 100%, bro. Oh my mama, I think DJ Moore is due for a damn good season. And he plays all 17 games. He ain't missed no game in 3 years. You know what I mean? 100%, bro.
Yo, shout out to Smokey the Cat.
Smokey the Cat. What up, bro?
He said, "What up, everyone? My last year in the home league team is going in the first 3 rounds this year. Allen, Neighbors, BTJ, Bijan, Bucky, Bowers, Chase Brown.
Damn, he had a fucking
Higgins,
stacked team. Holy
MHJ, Laporta on the bench.
Smokey the Cat. Oh my goodness, that would have been nice. That would have been a keeper league, bro. You could have kept all that talent. Shit.
His whole team going in the first 3 rounds.
yeah. I'm sure he won that league by a wide margin.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you were high on last year's rookie class, it paid off because I mean Neighbors was great as rookie. BTJ, Bucky, Bowers, McConkey.
Sophomore Slumpy.
I mean, shit. MHJ was on his fucking bench. Like that just goes to show how deep that team was. Jeez.
He's probably the one that stands the better chance to outdoing his rookie outing because
him and Roma Dunze too. Roma Dunze should out. They should both do better.
And Rome
set the bar high for themselves.
And that's one thing about that Chicago offense. Rome had 100 targets for 60 receptions. Keenan had 100 targets for like 70 receptions, and then DJ the 140 for like 90. Bro, it was 3 receivers with 100 targets in this offense. Now you bring in Ben Johnson, bro. It's like, man, come on now. This Chicago offense might be real fantasy relevant this coming season, bro. 100%.
The only one that's not
I have all the
is Caleb Williams.
Dunze's on the block.
All
TV.
I got hello Dunze's everywhere. I better not be wrong.
Yeah, I think Odunze is gonna be nice. But let's before we finish it off with tight ends, let's see if we can lock this one in. So we've got Chase, CD, the Pooks, Jetta, St. Brown, Neighbors, Collins, AJB, Drizzy, Drake London, BTJ, JSN, and the Laddie McConkey.
Laddie, fire up the bagpipes.
Now I'm not even confident Nico finishes the season. You had to drop him a couple spots.
Now you want to drop it?
You don't have Nico in here?
No,
yeah, we have him 7.
He's at 7.
Maybe we could swap him and AJ Brown. I know you like AJ Brown, Peacock. We could.
I like Nico Hard and AJ Brown. I ain't gonna lie. It's the same.
That's the thing, though. He needs to like play more than 15 games.
Yeah, and Drizzy. I mean, I'd swap Drizzy and Drizzy London. Like Drizzy London's very durable.
Oh, we just killed him.
So. I mean, yeah, so I mean, I think Nico at 9, I think is a fair.
A couple of years ago on Dynasty, I had a Nico AJ Brown like tandem going on. I was like a bully ball. I was like, yeah, these big ass receivers, and then they just kept dying on me that season. I was like, damn it, what the hell's going on? I could never have them both in the same same starting lineup.
I won last year with my team was AJ, Nico, Puka, Chris Godwin, who died on me. I had BTJ. And then I had
damn, that's
Mason,
crazy.
Javante, Jason Brown, and then I had Baker to just top it off. I had Derek Carr.
We're not Nico anymore. Brandon said drop him one more time, and I'm throwing fists. All right, we're keeping Nico at 9. Nico is 9. It's decided. Brandon has made that clear. So
moving back to 6.
So we got. Our final consensus rankings here: JCD, Puka,
if he's healthy, he's like top
Neighbors, AJB, Drizzy, Nico, BTJ, JSN, and the Lottie.
He was a thou wow last year, wasn't he?
I'm just factoring in an injury.
12 games.
He plays too hard sometimes.
Yeah, he'll probably miss at least 2 or
Nico
3
the
games
Freako.
just because of the way he plays. Yeah, but I mean,
He like
he'll
blew
probably,
by everybody.
even
He
if he
blew by
misses,
everybody and messed up his
even if he
hamstring.
misses those games, he'll still be a WR1. So don't be scared to draft him. Up
Yeah, that's
high.
true. Like he's in games that he's alive. You know, he's killing it.
100%.
You know, that is the caveat, huh? As long as he's alive.
Remember that
Right.
motherfucking-
That's the thing with Drake London. It's like Drake London might not have quite as much upside, but I feel like with him, it's like we can bank on him being alive.
Yeah.
Hey, Nico got hurt coming when he
What?
first
He didn't
came
just
back,
all
bro.
down.
On an 80-yard TD, 70-yard TD. What was it?
No,
Oh,
no,
when Nico came back?
no. He was already he got that call. What was it? Laramie Tunsil got a penalty and they brought that call back, but he stayed healthy. He got hurt on a like on an 80-yard TD
Yeah,
versus
but he
the
finished
Bills,
it off.
or was it the Bills? Yeah, it was the Bills.
It was because y'all beat the Bills week 2.
Yeah, he didn't even look. No, it was like week.
Week 3.
Yeah, it was a couple weeks in. I think it was actually week 4 or 5. Hold on.
Yeah, I think it was week 4, bro.
Look at this though. Here's the thing with Nico, right? He even when he came back,
He caught a 78-yard touchdown.
with a flag. Remember that? Very
Yeah.
next play, boom, 60-yard house call to legit.
Alex.
Yeah, his
And then,
upside's
then
undeniable.
you immediately get greedy as a fantasy owner. You're like, oh man, that's 2 monster touchdowns.
Another thing, though, I feel like that could maybe hurt Nico that they drafted not 1 but 2 rookie wideouts. So I mean, I still think Nico's gonna eat, but it's like those other guys. He might not be quite as
He
much
might
of
not
a
trust him
volume
immediately.
guy.
Well, it should help him because anytime he turns in a scramble drill, like that's who CJ like just gravitates to. If you look at some of those broken plays last year, it's like, what the hell? Like Nico Collins out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And like crazy one-handed sideline toe tapping things.
Yeah, for sure.
Go watch that
Nico
highlight
Collins.
on my YouTube channel. It's good stuff. I get hyped up every time. It's set to the
Frito
2007
Suave.
Madden soundtrack.
Yeah,
The one with Sean Alexander on the cover.
We're gonna use and I forgot to mention earlier. I don't know why I just thought of this in the running back joint. We didn't mention that Saquon's on the fucking Madden cover, man.
Oh no, I forgot about that. Yeah,
that's why we had to drop him down to
we
4.
were savages. We dropped him to number 4. Most of the lists have him at 1 or 2. I've seen some with Bijan over him, but we're the only show I've seen that's had him as low as 4.
Saquon's so powerful that the Madden curse puts him at 4. I love it.
Dropped him all the way back.
Yeah.
We dropped him down
we'll
a
take
size.
It's spooky. The Madden curse is real. On this side,
Beware of the Madden curse. Beware of Nicolas Cage.
one man gets placed on the cover, one man gets injured this season.
Right? If Richard Sherman comes out, that shit happened to me.
Who didn't it happen to? Like some people have survived the Madden curse, right? Tom Brady,
Josh
He won
Allen.
a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I thought I'd say some people have
But
survived.
Josh
but
Allen
maybe
did
Saquon
end
will
that
be the
year with a
one.
fucking like sprained wrist. And like it was on his non-throwing hand, but it definitely affected him at the last little stretch.
You know what I think the logic is with the Madden curse? It's like I feel like it is a thing a lot of years because a lot of times a guy that makes the Madden cover is a guy that's coming off like a huge season in which they've had to really like put their body on the line, as in Saquon, a 2,000-yard season. And so as a result, the next season they're gonna be more prone to injury because they just fucking did it. They just went crazy, unlike they hadn't gone crazy like that ever before in their career. So the odds of them repeating that performance is very low.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they end up injured the next season because
unless you're Derrick Henry. No, Derrick Henry died also. Never mind.
Yeah, so even Derrick Henry was the year after the 2000. So it's like that's why everyone the Madden curse. It's just
real.
It's just law of averages shit. Odds are, it's like
hey, Will
come off a
Shipley,
career, you're not gonna repeat it. That's all it is.
This year's Jordan Mason, Will Shipley.
Wait, who's the backup in Philadelphia? Nah, it's not gonna matter.
Will Shipley.
Yeah, we'll ship him up.
Dynasty, I got a dynasty share. Will Shipley, baby.
Hey, Bogey said yesterday on the show, he put Shipley on the block.
I put it
And AJ Dillon, bro. AJ Dillon landed in Philly.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, he's
Who's type sleeper?
the Jewish jackhammer, AJ
The
Dillon.
Jewish jacket, the Quadzilla, bro.
I was gonna say, are his thighs-
Godzilla, bro.
Quadzilla, AJ Dillon.
And then
He
we
can
got
have
the
his
Jewish
nickname.
Quadzilla to go behind.
I mean,
that
hell,
Jewish
Mekhi Becton, he looked like a bust, and he went to the Eagles. I know it's a different position, but it's like,
They
the
got a
Eagles
great
are a
line
team
coach
that
over there. I
can,
should know this guy's name.
revitalize people's careers. Like Zach Baldwin. I mean, on my Saints, Zach Baldwin was a nobody. He goes to the Eagles. He's an all-pro
Big Fangio.
linebacker. Yep. So,
Oh, that's right. He was over there with the Saints.
so don't drop if you're in Dynasty, don't cut your AJ Dillon shares just yet. This might be the year.
We saw Will Shipley tear it up last year.
But yeah, Will Shipley, bro. I think Will Shipley's a guy. I got him stashed in the Gin Wealth Dynasty, so I'm glad I do because I was
third round from.
I need.
Okay,
I'll see.
You're really pulling my leg. 3 and a 5.
Send it to me.
Yes.
Oh shit! I just have to. I love it.
Oh, I hope I have a 3 and a 5 there. Oh, I do.
Bogey.
If I have a 3.
Bogey.
Fuck it, I'll give you a 2.
Give me a 1, damn it!
Never.
All right, I bet on more. I
the
can chew
ones
with
for
that.
when you need to make a last ditch effort to buy a piece for a push. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Lee laughed because Lee's always the one. I'm like, Lee, I'm shopping right now. You're out of it. What can I buy?
Yeah, it's late on Lee's and Lee's on the East Coast, King D.
Here's the thing, Lee.
Oh yeah, it is late. That's why I turned my camera off because I was yawning quite a bit. He was making me yell.
Yeah, I
No,
got
I-
the yas like a motherfucker.
I made sure Lee had some monster teams.
Yeah, let's,
We're not in those other leagues.
Hey, Lee said he got waivers. He said he got waivers. He trying to stay up.
baseball waivers.
It's like when you were a kid, you're pulling an all-nighter. Yeah, let's see if we can stay up.
Right.
No.
All right, let's get the tight end.
All right,
Then.
I'm going to start with Titanic. That's like 3 hours. That's like the only 3-hour movie I can think of. But there's two.
If I lay down, I just instantly fall asleep now, which is pretty badass. But in my old age, it's the
I
pillow
know
all the
that
time.
feeling quite well.
Heat is a long ass movie.
Which one?
Yeah.
Heat.
What up, kid?
Yeah, he-
It's like 2 hours and 40 minutes or something like that.
It's
Godfather,
definitely
got both of the
Yeah,
Godfathers.
VHS.
is hella long.
Godfather's hella long. Yeah.
Yep, that's my
Godfather's
shit.
hella long.
That's my shit, bro.
Hey, that's
Scarface, all the double VHS movies.
Come on now, all the double VHSs.
Yeah, no, they have double albums. They have double
Come on
albums,
now.
double VHS.
Right.
Back in the days when you dropped a double album, if they bought one copy, that counted as 2 albums sold because it's a double album.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah,
It costs
facts.
more, obviously, it's a double disc
Yeah.
or double vinyl in this case, if not right. Back in the days, so like, yo, it was like a cheat code. So like for example, Pac, he got out of Death Row. Part of his deal, he had a 3-album deal. The first thing he does, cut the double album, right? And then he cuts Machiavelli. You know what I mean? Like, and then he was out of there. That's why the conspiracy was Suge killed him. You know, that was one of the conspiracies. Even though that was the most that doesn't have no validity to it, but because who was standing to gain the most, right? Oh, you want to leave now? You know what I mean? 3 albums, you say. You know what I mean? Because Pac went in there, bam, knocked it out. Biggie too, same thing with Diddy. That one has more validity to it. Diddy probably would unalive someone if he stood to benefit. We've seen Diddy, yeah, no Diddy. Anyways,
No Diddy.
Take that,
yeah,
take
no
that.
Diddy.
he
No
dropped
Diddy,
one
yeah.
album, then his next album was a double disc. And he had one more album and he was out of there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, a deal's a deal, bro. I mean, like, fuck, you know?
Right?
They honored their contracts, but then they got unalived. Rest in peace to the greats, man. Tupac and Biggie, bro.
Facts. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, y'all. I think we kicked this thing off with Double B, man. Brock Bowers, bro. I think it's pretty clear. He's the number one tight end there. The offense should be a lot better this year. You know, Geno Smith,
Brock Powers.
Pete Carroll, you know, yeah. He's going to go from Brock
Screech
Bowers
Powers'
to
son.
Brock Bowers. Yeah, and I think the thing with him last year that kind of capped his upside, he didn't have that many touchdowns. He had a shitload of receptions. I think he had over 100 receptions as a rookie tight end. Unbelievable. Yeah, 112.
Yeah, because he and
receptions.
Nabers were going back and forth week to week.
Yeah.
Who's gonna get the most?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, then he had only 5 touchdowns. But this year, I mean, yeah, the receptions might drop a little bit, but I think he'll still get damn near 100. And I think he might get 8 to 10 tugs.
Well, he has a better quarterback also.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because of the better quarterback situation, I think he'll definitely get more touchdowns and probably more yards too. Yeah, this kid's special, y'all. This generational talent there.
Let's just hope it isn't
Bugatti.
Brock Hours.
That's the Bugatti. Brock the Bugatti.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Johnny Mitten's in the house.
Johnny.
What up,
Fort
Johnny?
Knockers.
Yeah.
All right, Bowers. I will nominate.
Bowers.
I'll nominate George Kittle here for number 2.
Ooh, I like that.
All right. All right.
Yes.
Jorge.
Just got the bag. He has a top-ish quarterback.
Jorge
for
Kittle.
Our rankings earlier.
Yeah, top-notch play caller, and Kyle Shanahan's still one of the best play callers. So.
Right, and then we were just talking about who's
no
gonna
more
step up in the
Debo.
receiving.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
more
he
Debo. Yeah.
receiving
This
core.
is very low key. JD, what was the bruh's name? They added from the Jags. They added a tight end. He was top 5 PFF graded blocking. So when you tell me you're going to add someone like that, and then you pay Kittle in the absence of Debo, this could actually free up Kittle to run more routes. Because when you look at Kittle's routes per dropback, it's like 40, it's like 45 or something like that. Maybe it might be closer to 50, but he's running a route half the time. So if we can get him up to like 70% of the time, even,
Yeah.
he's gonna produce more.
Bro was bro's name from Jacksonville. If in case JD didn't hear you, it was Luke Farrell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is them. The Pharaoh.
Yeah, signed him to a 3-year contract. A 3-year
Pharaoh
contract he was signed.
Hey, he's a blocking motherfucker, bro.
100%.
So
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
low key signing that I kind of like. Also, we need help on the line, and we're gonna run a ton of 12. That's just what we do too. So I like that for Kittle.
Mhm.
Kittle
Yeah,
number 2,
because
baby.
Kittle, Kittle. I mean, the only other one you can make a case for here, I feel like, is a Trey McBride. But, I mean,
TBD. Yeah, that's right.
in that offense, it's
But I don't like
a
Kyler as
touchdown.
much as-
Yeah,
as I
I was
like
Fire
gonna
up the
say.
bagpipes.
Wait,
Oh,
what? For
Yeah.
Trey
Trey
McBride.
yeah, it works.
Yeah, McConkey, McLaurin, yeah, anything Nick. McBride!
McBride.
McBloody! McBloody Bride!
Bloody.
McBloody.
Train my bride.
Holy shit.
McBloody.
That's
Damn,
crazy.
we're trying so hard to make him a laddie. A
No.
bloody
It
Scottish
was
lad.
easy. Yes, and Mick.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
That's the
anybody
cheat
with a
code.
Mick. Yeah, that's
You
true.
mix
You have the
something.
Mick. Yep.
We might even
That's
start
what-
throwing
and
CNC some
that's
bagpipes. I ain't
and
gonna
that's
lie.
why we McCaffrey.
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey,
You gotta get real
McBloody,
breathy with it.
McConkey, and McLaurin.
Fire up the bagpipes. It never gets old.
Yeah, we gotta love the Scottish. I mean, it never gets old for me. I got Scottish roots, so I'm
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Man. Fire up the background. That's one of my
Yes,
dream vacation destinations, bro. I will go to Scotland one day. I gotta get in touch with my bloody roots.
You gotta get in touch with your Celtic warrior ancestry.
Exactly, bro. I can find me a kilt and be like, I'm back, baby. I'm back like I never left.
skirt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I go from Urquhart to Urquhart. I mean, yeah, Urquhart. That's how they say it up there. Yeah, yeah.
Like you're a Highlander.
Right. Yeah.
You gotta split the Highlanders right in
In an
half.
alternate universe,
You
that's
gotta
a
split them
I'm
down
a,
fucking horizontally. to
there's
kill the
some
Highlander.
sort of universe out there where I'm a Highlander in bloody Scotland. Damn it. So.
Yes.
That could
With
be
the
only
freaking-
one.
with the chain mill fucking woo wops.
Duncan McLeod, the Clan McLeod.
No, the clan is for the clan. It's for the bloody clan.
Gurunkin McLeod.
Oh, wow.
Grunkin.
I'm Gurunkin, son
Grunkin.
of Papa Gurunkin.
Oh my god. Holy
Dream
shit.
McLeod.
Oh, man.
McLeod.
Man.
Hey, Highlander was legit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that
I
shit's
think-
dope. I remember it vaguely, but it was badass.
Yeah. Who we got here at
Is that where we're going?
Yeah, I was about to say, I think Laporta would have to be next. I mean, shit, he was the damn near one. Like, he was ranked one last year. Didn't quite live up to the hype, but it was still a very good
Peacock
tight
called it.
end.
Yeah,
I did too. Me and Peacock both told people to not fuck with Laporta at ADP.
don't draft him
that was an obvious one to me. I was like, that's like anyone that was drafting him in the third round. That's a sucker. Like, you're a sucker if you took Laporta that high.
And then by the time he came on, he wasn't helping your team. You know, you were like,
I mean, I think he had a promising stretch run, and like I think he's a good value in like the 5th or 6th round, you know, but not the 3rd or 4th. That's just
he was going super early, like
way too high. 2nd, 3rd round. I told people like y'all are insane
2nd, 3rd round,
for
yeah.
picking this guy that high. I'm like, there's no fucking way. No tight end last year. Kittle and McBride were the values last year, and then Bowers, obviously. But I mean, Kelsey and Laporta were both big old busts, and Andrews. All 3 of them were busts.
Mark Bad Andrews.
Brandon's saying he was the last time he was in Scotland. They almost didn't let him get back on the plane.
Shit, yeah, that'll probably be me too. I'll be drunk. Like, oh bloody! Oh no, I don't want to go back to. Keep me here in Scotland. Then I don't need this American bullshit. Keep me in Scotland. Oh man,
Scotland is unsung, man.
I know, right? I feel like it's like
They
I
already
know if I go there, I'm not gonna want to come back.
Ireland back on the map, huh? What's his name?
McGregor.
There it is. 10 points.
Conor McGregor.
I'll fight any man.
Proper 12 Irish whiskey. They don't drink proper 12.
Hey, you know what's crazy? It's kind of bad promotion if you're out there off the proper 12, like catching a case. You know what I mean?
I was like, McGregor's like a fucking scumbag.
That's a motherfucking commercial.
He like treats his wife really bad and shit from what I heard. Like, he's like a fucking like he sucks. He's good. He gets people fired up though. He knows how to work a crowd. Like people, he's got like a WWE flair to him.
They call that a good worker.
Mm-hmm.
In the wrestling kayfabe terminology, they call that a good worker, and he's a good earner.
Right, yeah, kind of like on the women's
all
side,
of it.
the one Ronda Rousey, and then she ended up in WWE. Like when she was in MMA, like she got all the attention. Like when McGregor was at his day, everyone was fucking with them. Like they were good at grabbing the headlines.
Yeah, and then I mean, shit. Then when you get into the business, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll give you fucking whatever 10 million or whatever." Those motherfuckers don't make money like that.
Oh yeah,
Rousey though, or like Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, Brock Lesnar too. Yeah, they got the big old bag from WWE.
Like Brock, at one point, I heard he was like, is basically like $1 million a show. So like, if he was gonna like perform, otherwise he might go out there and like do some little bit of microphone work, pause, and then he can just build up, maybe run and interrupt a match. But even then, he was getting hundreds of racks. You know what I mean? But it was like every time he played a real match in a primetime event, I'm gonna need $1 million.
That's
crazy. And he was real gung ho on Vince because Vince, it's on record. Vince paid a settlement back a day or whatever the fuck it was, or at least a non-disclosed joint, because he was touching on Sable, and that's who Brock is married to, bro. I mean, I guess you were like a baby during the Sable days, but for all us wrestling fans growing up, everyone remembers Sable.
Hell yeah.
Sable was a bad one.
I remember.
Yeah,
all right,
and then Brock started knocking her down. Do you guys remember Wild Man Mark Merrow?
Yeah. Have you seen Brock's daughter? Looks exactly like Brock, but like with long hair. She's like a state champion shot putter or some shit.
Does she got the fucking, what are these called right here?
The traps.
Yeah, does she got the traps? Like
bro, she looks like He-Man.
I'm sure she's probably a power lifter, and she probably wins. She probably like a state.
He was like, put the steroid. He was injecting Sable's titty with the steroids. Now he's like, listen, the best breast milk ever. Yeah, that motherfucker.
That's crazy.
That motherfucking baby was yoked.
Oh my god.
That baby was bench pressing 100 pounds before the motherfucker could crawl.
She could play tight end. Maybe she make the list.
Yeah, she's like, no man is gonna. He'll beat up any man that tries to fuck with her.
Brockhead Lesnar hits the WWE in another 15 years.
Jeez.
Or not even. How old is the kid now? You said shock pudding.
Yeah, high school age. Yeah.
It might be high school, college already.
All right, yeah, let's get back on the rails here. Yeah, number 5. I ain't doing. Come on, Brandon Dalton Schultz. There is no obvious number 5, but
No,
I mean,
but it could happen. But no,
It's Jonnu, bro.
It is. I would say Jonnu.
We gotta put Jonnu over Sam Laporta, bro.
Jonnu, let's go. I got Jonnu in Genwell Dynasty, baby.
I forgot about Jonnu.
I picked Jonnu off the fucking waivers in that bitch.
Yeah, it's definitely Jonnu, bro.
Jonnu's on the block. I'll go first. Give me a first for Jonnu.
I'll give you a second.
Send it. I'll give you. We'll do. Give me your whole 2026 draft for Jonnu and Will Shipley.
$200 league. I gotta be careful.
Shit!
That's a $200 league. I gotta be careful.
With the Shipley and
I
Jonnu pack.
might buy him. I ain't gonna lie.
Shit, we can talk. We got a lot of time.
I'll send a 2 and a 5 for Shipley and Jonnu.
No rush. Okay. I'll counter. But yeah, we got plenty of time.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
The year hasn't started.
Let's see. Johnny's saying nice. I got Jonnu as my flex in the D-Gen. Hell yeah. Yeah, he's starter worthy. Yeah, I got him. I got a bunch of tight ends in that league. I got him. I got Fergie's son, and I got the Muth, Fryer Muth. I got all 3 of them. Hoping one of them can be a top 5.
Jonnu Mittens.
Jonnu Mittens.
Yes, catching everything with those mitts.
885 and 8 last year, bro. Yeah, with tuna fish. Tuna fish is yeah. Oh, Easy E, bro. Yeah, Easy E could definitely finish.
Jonnu was second on the team in targets, first on the team in reception, second on the team in receiving yards, and first on the team in TDs. Reason why I said
analytics department.
He's part of one of my next videos that I've been doing my research on. So that's why I said Jonnu.
Sure. Damn, Jonnu's good, dude.
Yeah. How about 7? Evan, y'all good with Evan Ingram at 6? Double E, or y'all got somebody else?
What?
You know what's
he
crazy?
didn't do that. Well, he was hurt last year.
Right, he's in Denver now.
My baseline is just going to be based on,
yeah.
on the history of Sean Payton with tight ends. So I'm kind of with that. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he's not a blocking tight end either. So he's just essentially a giant slot. You know what I mean? Pause.
Yep, a big slot. Yeah. Pat Bryant might take a little while to develop. I mean, shit. I think Evan Ingram, especially the first half of the season.
As soon as Evan Ingram dives, it's Pat Bryant all day.
But yeah, that's why I'm a little leery about taking Ingram this high. I was actually about to nominate, now that he's fresh off an injury, over a year recovered, TJ Hawkinson.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna put him definitely close. I'll put him at 7 for now, but I think Hawkinson could get back to being a top 5 tight end.
I'll take Kelsey over
Especially with McCarthy being damn near a rookie. I think he's gonna look to Hawkinson a lot as a safety blanket.
They do lean on the tight ends.
That's what I'm saying, man. O'Connell's system is very friendly to Hawkinson, so I think he's gonna have a big bounce back year. And then Kelsey, Kelsey, I think
film on McCarthy and see if he throws to the open guy. You know, you ever see quarterbacks that don't throw to the open guy, they just run the play, right?
Like, lock on to their
usually
first
throwing
read.
to the open guy means you go through your reads too.
Right, yeah. Infamous Winston, like that
infamous
Winston, just fuck it. I'm gonna force it in there and hope
exactly.
They
That's why we love Winston for fantasy, right?
yeah. Winston just chucks.
If McCarthy can have a little bit of Winston in him, because then he just let it rip. More than likely, and there's some sites out there. I have some bookmarked where they have.
We all look into that.
Targets.
Yeah.
Most rookies' first read targets are tight ends. So,
Hawkinson's definitely a thing,
rookie, essentially.
Oh, he's definitely still a thing. I mean, Hawkinson's in like the prime of his career. I know he's got a bad knee injury not that long ago, but I mean, last year when he came back, he was fairly productive. I mean, he wasn't a stud, but he was like a decent, like low end tight
Was
end
he
one.
a bitch?
No, he was solid. He didn't catch any touchdowns.
Well, because
though.
when I say is he a bitch, because with tight ends, like you either got one or it's like, this tight end's a bitch to start. You know what I mean?
No, I think he's going to be one that's going to be a reliable starter. I mean, because in 2023, he caught 995 for 960 in 15 games. He would hit for 1,000 and 100 receptions. Yeah, that's a good point. But I still think, like I said, if McCarthy locks on his first read a lot, I think Hawk's going to be that first read a lot.
I can agree with that. If not even Aaron Jones, like those are going to be like some mad safety plays. That's why even earlier it reflected on our ranking for Jefferson, where we are a little bit, maybe even just early on, we are overly concerned. Early on with Jefferson,
I think it might with McCarthy. It might hurt Addison a little bit and help Hawkinson, but yeah, we'll see. Addison also might be facing a suspension. And that would obviously help Hawkinson.
I don't know any of those tight ends to put here.
Let's see. Yeah, we got Kelsey knocked out. Let's see. I mean, Kelsey. I mean, he is long in the tooth, but I think he's still top 10. I'm gonna go ahead and nominate David Njoku. I think David Njoku deserves to be in the top 10.
Ooh, because he's gonna start off with Flacco.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he was a beast that down the stretch that year with Flacco. So yeah, I think.
Where do you guys think Tyler Warren falls in this list?
Ooh, I don't know if he's quite top 12. I don't think he's on it. That QB situation sucks over there. And Josh Downs and Pittman, like. Yeah, I don't think he's quite there.
50% Jackson.
Yeah, I don't want anything tied to error. Thank you, Peacock.
Yeah, I agree. I don't.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think of that situation there.
Like he's. Yeah. I think we're gonna get good ass plays from Tyler Warren, and it's gonna be like those gadget joints that have like nothing to do with error 50% Jackson.
Brenton Strange. I don't even know what team he plays for. Is that Jacksonville?
Jacksonville. Yeah. He's an Evan Ingram replacement. He did pretty good last year, but. I don't think I'm not ready to put him top 12.
That's the only position that Trevor Lawrence can hit consistently, the tight end.
That's true. Yeah, he could definitely do it. I like him as like a late dart throw.
That's funny, statement in itself.
I don't know.
Trevor Lawrence, the only thing he hits well is the tight end.
And then I didn't pause it.
Trevor Lawrence, bro.
You bald motherfucker.
Take off the wig, damn it.
Take off the wig, goddammit.
Or that thumbnail Peacock made with the bald Trevor Lawrence.
Show yourself, Trevor.
That was funny. But Smokey likes Tyler Warren. He's saying Tyler Warren top 10.
Yeah, we're just hella hating on him.
Yeah, I don't know. It's more so we're hating on Anthony Richardson.
Yeah,
we hate Anthony Richardson for fantasy. God,
I see him and I see Trey Lance and want to punch him in his face.
I know,
what's his face? The Otten kid to start the season. Kate Otten.
Yeah, the thing with him though, it's like now they've got 4 receivers in front of him where I just don't know.
He was hot for a minute and then they
he was.
There was a lot of depth over there.
Right, yeah, it's too much depth over there.
Like, there was like Evans, and then the Godwin, and then like
McMillan, double E
until like McMillan came into his own, and then at that point Evans was back. So it was dope because like I think it was JD said I think there was four receivers last year that had 50 or more targets from Baker. So that actually is interesting.
Yeah, the other ones I think, like Mandrews, bro. I still think he's top 12. Like I know he's like
a lot of touchdowns. I don't know.
Coming off that ugly drop last year against Buffalo, but it's one of them deals. I mean, he's a seasoned vet.
Just Mark Andrews / Likely right there.
A combination.
Just in case, because if Bad Andrews dies, Likely's the guy.
Yeah, Likely. I think Likely could be top 12. Yeah. You never know, but yeah, I think Likely could also be top 12. Another name I'll throw in, but we can switch it if y'all want to. Dallas Goedert. They didn't end up trading him. So I think Will Dirt is
Go
be in there.
Well, what about Ferguson? He's a safety blanket.
Oh, yeah. Ferguson. Yeah, Peacock
Ferguson.
had mentioned him earlier. I'm going to take Likely off for now and put Fergie here at 11.
My humps.
Dak does have a history of I think what was Dak's going into season 10 of his career. And
I think so. Yeah, I think it's 26.
8 out of those 9.
Hey, what season is his hairline going into, Bogey?
Oh shit.
Like Trey Lance.
His hairline going into
His
season
hairline
20.
is in season 20, bro.
His hairline beat Trey Lance.
Yeah, Trey Lance's hair has been cooked from
7 or 8 of those seasons. I can't remember the exact number right now, but 7 or 8 of those seasons, Dak's his second most targeted position is the tight end. So, but you add George Pickens there, and I think it still, though, if you were to compile all the miscellaneous receivers targets, would add up to about 120, like JD said earlier. So I think like this is the trio that Dak's targets are going to be concentrated to. Is the 2 receivers in Lamb and Pickens and Fergie's son, as long as he don't fucking die, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because then it's Schoonmaker after that, and that's it.
Oh yeah, the Schoonmaker.
Yeah, he actually, speaking of JJ McCarthy, to further Hawkins, in case Luke Schoonmaker was a favorite of JJ McCarthy in Michigan. So that goes to show McCarthy likes throwing to the tight end.
I like it.
Yeah, facts. So to me, I want to, if y'all are cool with this, I'm going to swap Hawkinson with Ingram because I think Hawkinson,
I like that.
It's like, I think he's going to have a very nice bounce back season.
Do y'all remember Dalton Kincaid? He was like tight end 12.
Someone mentioned him in the chat, and leaving him off feels right actually because he didn't do anything last year. It's like the Kyle Pitts thing. It's like, these guys, we can't keep overdrafting these guys. They got to show us something.
They kind of rotate their tight ends over there too.
Kyle Pitts, I'm just nah, bro. They haven't shown enough. Yeah, Knox gets too many snaps. So, and then no Kraft dinner. Yeah, nah, I'm not fucking with Kraft because they spread the ball too much over there in Green Bay. Run first offense, like Luke Musgraves over there too. I think he's a good tight end too, but I don't think
I do love Kraft because
tight end 1.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah, facts.
I eat mac and cheese at night. Mac and cheese give me money.
Let's go. I cook mac and cheese at least once every 3 days. That's for sure.
I haven't had it in a minute. I'm gonna fucking put that on the list.
Yeah, I need to. I'm actually just ran out. I need to get a re-up on.
Hey, you know what's the cheat code? Throwing in extra real cheese and then bacon bits.
Oh yeah, I throw in throw in cheddar
That's
cheese.
How you dope it up.
I
always say you gotta dope it up. You know what I mean? Oh, we're gonna take this Kraft. You gotta go. You gotta get a little Tim Allen on it, right? Some bacon bits.
Tim Allen.
Hot sauce. A little bit. You know what? A lot.
That's funny.
Let's go.
Shit. So we got Bowers. We got Bowers 1, Kittle 2, McBride 3, Laporta 4, Jonnu 5, Hawkinson 6, Ingram 7, Kelsey 8, Njoku 9, Mandrews 10, Fergie's son 11, and Goddard 12.
I got a dark horse.
I'm not mad at it.
Who you got?
Motherfucker Lee would love this one. The guy,
the Dizzler,
bro, the rookie.
Oh,
Gadsden.
you're talking about
Oronde Gadsden.
Let's go. Hey, because look at what my man Walt Disley did last year. All of them.
It's a great Conklin. They got Tyler Conklin in there now.
And the Gadsden, if Gadsden just has to beat him out, because Tyler Conklin is legit.
I was about to say it's just too many cooks in the kitchen over there.
I guess I'll say Tyler Conklin.
It would take an injury to one of those two veterans for that rookie
to hit the field. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. He need an injury to happen.
Let's go, Gadsden.
But yeah, he's good dynasty stash, good taxi squad stash for sure.
We have
the boy from the Rams. I think's a good taxi squad stash.
Ferguson.
Is he? Yeah, Terrence Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson.
The other Fergie son. Yep. Elijah Arroyo. Seahawks tight end. Rookie.
Ferguson close enough.
Yeah, Harold Fannin is my
Now Fannin for the
Fannin,
Browns.
Yeah, for the
Ferguson.
Browns. I think
All these
Njoku's
tight
in a
ends are Irish,
contract
first time.
year. So, Njoku's in a contract year, so Fannin in Dynasty could be pretty good. The Titans have a rookie that could maybe do something. Gunnar Helm from Texas, because Chigokonkwo.
Oh,
the
you know what?
Chigs just ain't really been
Chig,
all that
bro.
great.
I need to
The
draft.
Chigs, man, the Chigs.
I need to draft some more
Chigs
Gunnar
just-
Helm because that's my dog's name, Gunnar.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I think Gunnar could take the job from the Chigs, bro. The Chigs is just
I used to call my
I
son's
don't
nickname
know,
used to
bro.
be Gunna, but not like because he's a shooter, but because he's gonna climb that.
Hey,
He's gonna
Spencer,
do
you
it.
didn't bring up your LSU.
He's
boy,
gonna.
Taylor.
Oh yeah, and Mason
He's
Taylor,
gonna.
yeah, with the Titans. I mean the Jets. Mason Taylor, yeah. I don't
That's
think
what I was
Titan
saying, yeah,
won,
Mason
but
Taylor.
I mean,
But then
he
it's
could
like
be
that's
pretty
Justin
good.
Fields.
Yeah, upside's limited there. Muth, yeah,
Oh
Fryer
shit! He
Muth.
did love some K
The
Met over
Muth,
there,
I think,
huh?
could maybe
Justin
be a
Fields?
tight end one for sure.
He could get Luth if it's Rodgers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Rodgers though.
Every-
Rodgers isn't
every
big
year a
on
tight end busts
tight
out
end.
of
Rodgers
nowhere.
don't really target the
Every year a tight end
like
busts.
that.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, every
they
year a
do.
tight end busts out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hunter
they-
Henry, bro, with Josh McDaniels back
Yeah,
over
I
there.
like
Hunter
Hunter
Henry
Henry.
could have a nice year.
I have
Sneaky
Hunter
good
Henry
year.
on like every dynasty squad. If you go look,
Oh, I'm so mad I don't have enough Hunter Henry.
I know.
he's
Yeah, I
just
think
like
he's
the
one of
simple,
those-
like, you know what? I need a flex with all the
I
bye
feel
weeks.
stupid
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, man.
I was supposed to
That's
think
what
of
these
that.
tight ends are. They're just a bye week filler. Most of them. Everybody after 6.
And a tight end premium is so cool though, right? You're like, yeah.
Yeah, they actually have more value. It makes it that we're in the Gen
Little
Wealth.
bit-
It's like
little
I got
spots.
Ferguson, Fryermuth, Johnu. I'm like, man, I actually have decisions to make with these guys, as opposed to
Yeah,
just
that
a
sucks.
single tight end, which it actually doesn't suck that bad because it's
No, I mean, like
they're
having,
pretty
Oh man, Zach
productive.
Ertz, baby.
They're pretty damn productive. Yeah,
I'm
Zach
saying, but
Ertz.
having to choose the right one, like,
Yeah, that's true. A lot of times I can put 2 in the flex. So my receiver depth there's a little lacking. Although I just added Mooney from JD. I gave up a future pick to get Mooney. That help my receiver depth in that league because I needed.
That's what they say.
I
2 in the
needed
pink, 1 in the flex.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna put that on a shirt.
Bruh.
That's one of those shirts we put out and then we take down like in a week, right?
Flash sale.
Like the Trump shirt.
Yeah.
That's funny, but then let's take it down.
I was like, it's cool, but then I don't know. I don't want like people to
We don't want
retaliate.
people to hate on us. Damn it, Bo.
Yeah, you don't want people to get the wrong idea.
Yeah, but it was a cool shirt. He was bleeding and
It was
had
funny.
the GWN fucking flag in the back. Let's go.
It's pretty funny. I have it still there. Like anytime anybody wants to,
I put it in the
buy
podcast
anything
so I
off
can
of it.
order it.
I'd buy it if he put his face and put a big X over his face. Then I'd buy it.
I want it as is. Just put it up so I can order it during this run. We'll take it down. Just in case I really want to be like real, when I want to get in a troll bogey mode.
It's like Larry David. He's like, anytime I don't want anybody to talk to me, I just wear a MAGA hat.
Wear a
in public."
MAGA hat. Yeah, because he lives in LA. Everyone's a Democrat out there. If you're in LA with a MAGA hat,
my
no one's
God,
gonna
he
fuck
is
with you.
awesome.
He really is. That dude don't give
He
a
is
fuck.
the best.
It's
Yeah,
funny.
he did that right. That was the season 11 of Curb, I think, right after the 2016 election, and like everyone was pissed that Trump won, and so he would go. He's like, I'm so tired of having these like stopping chats and social obligations. I'm just gonna. I think they're like, this might be
He
the
hates
ticket,
talking to
and he
people.
put the hat on, and then it's like everyone hated him. He's like, I love it. No one wants to talk to me anymore. This is great.
That's so funny, dude.
Oh man.
It's good stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
fine.
hilarious.
Yeah, shout out Larry, bro. Larry David, the OG. So top 12 tight ends before we close out. Brock Bowers, Kittle, McBrizzy, Laporta, Johnu, Hawkinson, Easy Ingram, Kelsey, Njoku, Mandrews, Ferguson, and Goddard. I think we're good with that.
Glass jaw.
Yeah.
Yo, Dad.
Go.
Sweet.
I saw that footage of him getting knocked out, man. It's crazy. I don't know if you guys
So
ever seen
bad.
that.
Go
He's
dirt.
just standing there and they just like knock the shit, like knock him out cold right on the chin.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
bro. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I was worried for him for a minute. I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit, he got like
man,
knocked out cold, like unconscious.
Wait,
he
got
was
her?
really out.
Yeah, he was at a bar like what was it, 2 years ago maybe?
Oh damn!
Oh,
I didn't
yeah,
even know
that's
about
right.
that.
Yeah,
There's footage somewhere.
He got caked.
Yeah,
He
he's
got in
standing
a
there.
bar fight? Like he got in a bar fight?
No,
He was, like,
someone just
standing-
blocked him. No,
Oh,
someone just blocked him.
just bad luck. Damn.
Somebody kind of
Okay.
just walked up to him and fucking punched him in the
Yeah.
face, knocked him
God
out.
damn. That's crazy.
And then just walked the fuck out too.
That's messed up.
Yeah,
That's a cheap shot.
yeah. That's why he has the Glass Jaw nickname on all my where I have him in Dynasty. Yeah, like Sleeper you can give him nicknames and
You can
whatnot.
never
Yeah,
trade
yeah.
if he's named Glassjaw. I ain't gonna lie. Like if I'm
Hey, wasn't that a character on Mike Tyson's Punch Out?
Yeah.
Oh, my mama.
That's when you change his name back when you're shopping him.
Yeah. Be like tight end 1, Philly tight end 1.
Tight end 1. Tiger Jaw. That's when you just change the name. You make it sound
Pump him up
bad.
before you put him on the trade market. It's like soup. What is it like? I don't know. What's the fucking America's tight end, Dallas. God.
Americans. Yeah, man. Hey,
don't know
you
how
know what's
else
funny?
you
Is I thought we were only gonna tackle like a top 12 of like one thing, right? We did it all. This is awesome.
Oh yeah, we did it all, bro. We knocked
don't
it.
play.
That was the goal, like we talked about on the phone today, Bogey. Like
You did
we're
say
gonna do
that.
all 4
You did say
positions, Paul.
You're like, bro, we're gonna knock it all out.
We don't play.
Yep.
This is Fantasy Playmakers consensus rankings right there. You see it on the graphic.
Come on now.
Yes.
Taken, damn it.
Yes, and this episode of Playmakers was brought to you by neonpeacockmerch.com. Be sure to head on over and thoroughly enjoy that 40% off the entire site with the $13 tees for regular and classic tees and $18 woo wops for the front and back. When we're
And
talking
there's
regular.
trucker hats and mugs and scarves and mouse pads and
Yeah, I was the fuck with
travel
the hats.
That trucker
that's
hat
awesome.
is like super legit too.
yeah, and
It's like
everything's
this squishy
40% off
foam.
right now. So take advantage of, you want to get something that's you can browse around and find something at a nice price range that you think is pretty good. Like you're looking at a hoodie and you're like,
Hey, Father's Day is coming up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Take advantage of the sale that we got going. You know what I'm saying? Go and get some team inspired, your favorite team inspired merch. Put it on or design, I should say, and put it on a coffee mug or put it on a shower curtain. Fuck.
get yourself a floor rug or
A throw rug, even.
a throw pillow. But yeah, I got it all there. Check out the latest promo, and then we'll come back 5 minutes, find out where everybody's hanging out at, and then we'll close it down. Yeah, latest promo. Like we said, make sure you're heading on over to the website, neonpeacockmerch.com. Check out the wonderful 40% off sale, $13 t-shirts and all that goodness. What you got for me, Lee?
Not so much, man. I'm like looking at my baseball waivers. I'm like, God, I gotta wait 2 more hours.
It's
Gotta
like
find you a nice
Christmas.
movie.
Huh? Oh man, if I do, I mean, good night, Irene.
Okay, it's a classic.
No.
Well,
In
you
other
know
words,
what?
I'd be.
We're going to get Lee to sleep.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
And
No.
man, shout out to everybody rocking. You know what I mean? Be on the lookout. You know what I'm saying? For obviously wake your game up on Friday. But more than likely OJ in the morning.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and
hell yes.
man, just everybody stay tapped in, man. We really appreciate y'all. It's fucking wartime. Redraft season is on, baby.
And
Yes, sir, yes,
Playmakers
sir.
is back.
Yeah, that's right. We'll be back again next Wednesday with another Playmaker, same Playmaker time, same Playmaker channel here on the GWN network. Make sure you're checking out our boy Spencer the Guru. He'll be hitting you with some more of his rankings and mock drafts leading up into our redraft season, as it's about to just get real hot here for fantasy football. So make sure you guys are tapped in. You hit the like and subscribe. You tell your friends. That way we can get lit, all of us together here on the GWN. We'll catch you guys next time. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us.
Peace.
Catch you.
Peace.
Peace.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah.